on a gay cruise.
No, you're 120% dick pic.
Everybody that age, they're sperminator.
Yeah.
We don't care about anything else. We're a walking hard on looking for a hole.
That's. I have to say you're right on that one. Oh my God.
A stiff breeze comes through the room and you return the favor.
Gonorrhea. No. Somewhere on the outside of this building, there is a hole where squirrels come in.
Better than a hole where dicks come in.
Yeah, better than that.
Going down the stairs to wash the laundry. What the hell? Shh. Pizza. Stop! Stop it now! I order you to stop! I'm still touching myself.
Yeah!
All young bitches want to do is pop pills, smoke weed, get drunk, lay around, suck dick, eat hot Cheetos, charge they phone, get a sew and weave, twerk, be bisexual, eat McDonald's, wash they pussy in the sink, lie, take selfies, and talk shit through Wi-Fi because they phone never on.
I think washing they pussy in the sink is my favorite part. The Vietnamese trade in dongs. Figuratively and literally, I'm sure.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I did decide to look it up. 500,000 dongs is a good night for Pop's ex.
Like most women, he's an emotional thinker.
Good God.
I mean, that's part of the problem we're having now in our society is we have a bunch of emotional thinkers that want the world to, to fall in line with their emotions. It's not. Look, reality doesn't give a shit about emotions.
It's my lived truth. Fuck your lived truth.
No, it's not. It's your perspective.
Kiss my ass.
Literally like, hey, Sergeant Pop, you got to turn your bear suit. I'm like, over my dead body. No. Just give me a statement of charges. Yeah. You're never getting this back. Yeah. You can suck it.
I'm going to wear this with my Russian coat.
you will bury me in this. Hey! Why you gotta fucking be like that, man?
Because I'm an asshole, and I learned from the best. I'm sitting across from him, and I'm pointing at you with all four fingers.
All right, first of all, the Russian jacket is World War II surplus.
I'll send you a picture of it, Sarge.
Yeah, okay.
I got you standing wearing it with holding two giant buckets like you just collected all the chum from behind the dump dumpster at the bar and you're going to go home and make ice cream out of it. Hey, what's going on, you cantankerous cadavers? Welcome to Grunt Speak.
Live from the lair.
I'm Slab Flank Steak. That's Blast Hard Cheese. We got Quads Glute Sweat over there behind his desk, and then we got Dr. Strange Wharf, or as I like to call him, Thump Peckwich.
What?
I don't know.
Where do you get these names? Do you have like this like Rolodex in your ass that you choose names from?
I just got names that I write down when I think them up, and I just throw them all.
That's awesome.
That's inside awesome. Of your head, man.
Now I want to make an announcement to everyone watching the show. I was an incredible negative Nelly during the Tuesday live stream, and I apologize. And I apologize to everyone out there. I was expecting a 20 million ballot dump sometime between 1 and 4 in the morning to awaken in the morning to a
shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, that did not happen, but it still doesn't feel right.
Well, I mean, we have over 2.5 months at this point for them to pull some more shit.
Yes, and
so yeah,
we actually have members of the Senate trying to advocate quote unquote resistance, and we all know what that is. All right, I hope it doesn't come to that.
Yes, don't you love how the people who are literally the shills of the deep state and parrot all of their talking points and champion all of their so-called causes consider themselves the resistance?
Yeah, get the hell out of here. Now, I get it. Well, you have, how many people voted for her?
I believe 66 million. And I'm sure only half of those were dead.
Well, we have, okay, let's say 47 million living individuals who have literally sucking the cock of the liberal left for years. And they're just morons. They're falling for all of this propaganda.
True.
And I would like to see all of these talking heads who are parroting all of these lies to incite fear, to have them sued into the Stone Age. Because, I mean, come on.
Yeah, they deliberately radicalized people to the point where 3 different attempts were made on a former sitting president, soon to be future president's life.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong.
But we're being the ones. We're being the ones being labeled divisive.
Correct. And first of all, Trump never said he's going to put people up against a wall and execute them. I mean,
you should hear the stuff that the college kids are regurgitating right now.
Yeah, I know, because they're morons.
Yep.
They sit there and look you in the face and go, "Well, I'm college educated."
It means nothing.
I mean, you're brainwashed.
Yes.
And you can regurgitate information. And I can probably go online and see your college professor's syllabus, the books that he sells, that he writes and gets kickbacks on, and figure out what you think.
We've done shows about this in the past.
It's
like 2/3 of your college education is to make you well-rounded. Well, who's fucking paying for this?
The only thing they mean by well-rounded is to be able to get up to a 9 to 5 to go to a building to be a tax slave.
In the butt.
That's it. Don't question your routine.
Mm-hmm.
What were you going to say, Steve?
Well-rounded just means compliant.
Yes, that's really all it means.
That's it.
Yes.
That's all it means.
1,000%.
Yep.
And I went and took an editing class a couple of years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting down there, and the guy's going through my old transcript from OCC, and he's like, "Well, you seem to be all caught up, so we don't really have to add anything." And I go, I wouldn't take anything anyway.
Yeah.
I just want this one class. And he gives me this strange look, and I'm like, I've been through this ringer before. I'm not falling for your bullshit. And if you dare say I have to take some gender studies bullshit, I will have this whole place locked up in court fast so you can say fuck off.
Damn right. Back to the where we're talking about these so-called educated people talking about their rights being taken away. I have learned the secret ingredient for just getting their brains to lock up, like somebody threw a freaking monkey wrench into the cog machine. Which rights specifically are you worried about?
No, you're a bigot.
And then you just go, and so the dot matrix printer kicks in.
But here's the thing.
Yeah, the blue screen of death.
They are hiding murder behind the word right.
That's exactly it.
Well, they might be confused. Like, I can't either schmortion my kid or get my kid, drafted by BlackRock and Vanguard to Ukraine. Maybe they're confused.
I don't know.
God forbid you actually want, people to have a healthy, prosperous life.
Well, if they weren't confused, they would understand that only, men can get women pregnant and only women can carry babies. It's
correct.
And that's when I hear about these people all the time and trying to be like, like I'm sorry, I have no vested interest whatsoever in listening to the opinion of someone who thinks men can have periods and women can have erections. Okay, it does nothing for me. I'm wasting my time being in the same room with somebody who's stealing my oxygen and has these thoughts and thinks that they're okay.
Yeah. I mean, I have 0 fucks to give over this insanity. It needs to go away.
And that's why we're here tonight, is to celebrate the coping and seething.
So let me tell a little story about a phone conversation I had this morning. I waited a day. I have 4 sisters. Of the 4, 3 are berserker liberals.
Berserker liberals.
Berserker liberals. One lives in a private, tiny little bubble. She married very well and lives in Coconut Grove, which is an exclusive neighborhood in Miami. Her house is worth a couple mil, probably. She married well. And so she lives in that liberal bubble of wealth and thinks that everything that the news media says is actually happening. It's just not happening in her little bubble.
Of course, yeah.
One was a teacher who just bought the whole thing, and she's just the things that come out of her mouth, I can't take it. But the other is a professor. I can't do it. It's just incredible. But the one I talked to this morning is a professor at an exclusive university in Florida where she teaches business education, and she has a measured IQ of like 142. But she's never been out of the education bubble. So I call her this morning, and right off the bat, she launches into how in Florida now, you'll go to jail if you try to get an abortion, and if they don't even do medical emergency abortions, and all of her friends are going to die, and this, that, and the other. I'm like,
that amendment was literally struck down. It didn't get voted in.
Yeah.
No, she claims that it did, though.
It didn't.
Well, yes, I know.
And the recreational marijuana bill both got struck.
Bigot.
Guilty as charged.
Istophobic covers everything.
Yeah.
No. I'm attempting to mimic the brain pattern of what I was dealing with. As I was trying to explain to her that, wait, no, that's not actually, and she just lost it. And she's like, my friend has a medical problem, and she had cancer, and she has all these drugs, and if she had to get an abortion, she'd die.
Well, she maybe wouldn't have cancer if she didn't go around getting HPV by sucking it through a hole in the wall.
Did I mention the part where she's a senior professor at this exclusive university?
Oh, my God. No. Don't.
Okay. Shit. All of her friends are... No.
College kids, liberals?
Childless cat ladies?
No eggs.
No eggs.
None of them are getting
0 eggs per hour.
The barren wastelands.
Well, put it this way. Her husband drives a Maserati, okay? That's the level we're talking about here.
Does he know Rick?
What?
No, but he knows Crockett and Tubbs.
Okay. All right.
Crockett and Tubbs.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
But I had a real life version of it this morning.
So hang on. Does she have any children?
2.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
How old are they?
Teenagers.
I'm sorry.
Both of them wish they weren't white.
They're fucked.
Of course.
They're fucked.
Yep.
Yes.
See, now that mindset at that age is concerning, because that's not going to go away. It's just going to go away with an election.
Why do you think they got so many people to jump on the Troon bandwagon?
Yeah.
When you bake it into these kids' noodles during their formative years that their identity is negative, but you can give them a selection of positive ones to choose from so that they can join the special victimhood Olympics, they're going to jump at it.
This will go one of 2 ways. Either it will stay with them for the rest of their lives and they will have this low self-esteem, or
it'll backfire spectacularly.
They're going to come home from somewhere one day wearing tailored Hugo Boss suits and polished jack boots. And my sister's going to lose her shit, but it'll be her fault because that kind of backlash it's one or the other. You don't get a moderate version of
But
that.
hang on. So your sister lives in a $2 million house in a gated community.
No, that's the older sister.
And
my baby sister is the one who is the professor with the husband who drives the Maserati. She lives in Boca.
Which is Spanish for mouth, which is probably what she should shut.
Now, if I was going to move to Florida with my budget, I could have a trailer.
Yes.
That's about it.
But your case may be a galer.
Just pop up at the truck stop.
A
You get
place
some
for
I could
butt stuff.
probably get you a 1-bedroom flat above one of the bathhouses
He should have a
No, thank
pop-up
on
tent.
Miami Beach. Yeah,
Nothing good happens in those bathhouses.
most of the people there wear thongs
No, thank you.
on the daily.
That sounds horrifying.
I'm not even kidding though. Not even
Yeah.
remotely kidding. That's the
God
terrible
damn.
part. Is I'm not even remotely kidding.
Pop walking around, long sleeves, long pants, surrounded by banana hammocks. He'd be in heaven.
No.
It's a horrible visual.
But that's exactly what I went down to hang out with Buddy Broomer about last year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And I walked around the same shit. He goes, "Aren't you hot?" I'm like,
You did the same thing in Vegas. It was like 110
Yeah.
degrees.
because I mean it's hot, but it's not like
You were
Iraq hot. I mean, I'm good.
Right?
Looked like sweaty Waldo walking through Vegas.
Ah, come on. I was a lot fatter
Sweaty
back then.
Waldo.
Well, he had tit sweat.
I had
So,
tits, because I had moobs.
Yeah, moob
I
sweat.
had to get rid of them.
The moob sweat is
Yeah.
very real.
That was in 22 when I realized that I needed to start make the needle goes south.
Yep. And you live alone a little too long when, if you're out of salt, you just scrub your moob sweat onto the mashed potatoes. Call
Oh
it good.
God!
That's horrible.
Wow.
You disgusting,
Jeez.
nasty bastard.
It's like
Wow.
booty juice in the dishes.
Cootie juices on the dishes and movie sweat on your potatoes. I mean,
Come on
It's like,
now.
what
That's
the
the next
fuck?
logical
What the
step.
fuck?
Listen, you got to understand. There's
Blake,
a reason.
you're so injured. Who hurt you, man?
There's a reason.
well,
Who hurt you, bro?
when I was a kid, Bozo the clown touched me.
But hey, there's a
He
reason.
tried to make my dick squeak.
There's a reason why I call this place the lair instead of a home.
Yes,
All right,
because home is where the heart is, and yours is cold, black, and dead.
What happens if
Correct.
you don't have a heart?
Well, it's a whole other. It's like a lich thing, and
It's a lich thing.
it's
He doesn't have a heart anymore.
Matrix.
He has a phylactery. Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
that's the D&D in me speaking.
We got some super chats here, real quick. Just a few of them. I'll rip through them, and then we'll get into our first article. Because we're going to go over how it went versus, or how it started versus how it's going. And,
So much salt. So many
and
tears.
we'll leave it up to you guys in the chat as well as you guys in this room. I have some fucked up and funny submissions for tonight. However, virtually all of our content is coming in the form of tweets and videos as well from the butthurt leftoids.
Oh,
So
they're
if we're
good.
having fun and we haven't gone through all of them at like 9:15, 9:30, and you guys just want to keep that going,
No problem.
no
I'm
problem.
okay with that.
Hey,
Yeah.
did anybody watch any of The View?
I watched a couple seconds of it,
dude.
and I just sat there chuckling. I was at work. I'm like, I have to see this.
I
clicked
went
on
onto
it.
my fucking phone. I DVR'd that shit. I don't watch it, but I was either like, when's that on? I fucking DVR'd it. They were so angry. It made me so
Sadomas-
happy. Like,
They need to get rid of that show, man.
No, leave it. It's comedy.
like I need entertainment, man. It's like I gotta like that's my daughter. Hey, like don't end up like that.
Yeah.
Nah.
Don't let this happen to you.
They can smurf my goddamn balls.
I mean, seriously.
I mean,
Ugh, Whoopi Goldberg is. Well, what did that video that Big Bad Wolf sent us say? It looks like she ate her former self and puked it out, and this is the monstrosity that stands before us today.
so
Something
Steve,
like
how
that.
many
Cool.
offs do we give about this?
A bucket. We have a couple of buckets out back.
Buckets of offs. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you got to match the offs with the fucks.
Yeah.
That's the
we've got
fuck
little
offs.
buckets out back.
Okay.
We just follow
Yeah,
rules.
that's
We're not the left.
Yes.
It's simple math.
Yeah, we respond to facts, logic, and reason instead of emotions, propaganda, and reeing.
I literally have no fucks to give over the delusional left and all of the carnage that they've fucking caused amongst themselves.
I'm usually not a rub it in their person face, and to me it's not even really about rub it in their face. It's more about keep the momentum and the traction and pulverize these sons of fucking bitches. So this whole communist woke shit is just fucking out.
Well, the bottom line is this. For the past
Sorry.
4 years, we have been subjected to nonstop propaganda and psychological projection.
Yes.
And these people are terrified. Oh, my God. What if he goes after his political enemies? That would be the end of the republic. Well, first of all, they never call it a republic, so that's me bringing facts
Democracy.
into it.
Yeah,
but-
this is
oh,
the
my
first
God,
time I've heard him talk about how it's a fucking republic. They
Listen,
never want to say
we
it
need
is.
to create a new sport here at the Redonkulas Regiment called Rub It in Your Face.
Rub it in your face.
We need to become so good at it, it becomes a sport.
Bring back shaming. I'm losing some social media followers.
Shaming
That's fine.
works.
It's a good thing. I'm
Yes,
doing
it
right.
does.
So when people talk about how they're not proud of their country, tell them you're as proud of it now as you've ever been. Rub their face in it like they just shit on the carpet, and you just grab them by the scruff and just oh yeah, see what you see, you like that.
But here's the thing: if they had pulled that shenanigans and pulled 20 million votes out of their ass, and there was a mysterious Harris win, we could quite possibly be in the beginnings of a two-way rifle range.
We could still be.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
It's
can.
there's
It's gonna be
2.5 months. It is 2.5 months between now and
I know,
January 20th.
But here's the thing: the guys on the right don't really have the advantage. The left has Antifa, BLM. They have the whole infrastructure in place. They have the intel and all of that stuff. We have to be playing catch up.
Well, the thing is, being organized only helps to a point. There's a
You're
reason
correct.
why the Americans defeated the regulars.
Ooh, well, we can go.
Just saying, they had all the training, all the weaponry, and everything like that. The only thing that kicked it off is when they tried to come and confiscate our weapons. No, it wasn't about tea.
No,
It was about them trying to confiscate an armory.
Lexington and Concord they were going to get the ammunition.
And what you
I know.
had was people were fighting guerrilla-style warfare against people who were hyper-organized, and they didn't know what to do. Francis Marion,
Yes.
great example. The Swap Fox used to just come, little sniper attacks, and then he would lead the regulars into the swamp and then just let the disease and the animals and the insects do the job.
And he got that. He got that tactic from Rogers Rangers.
Yeah. I
Yes.
used to bang one of his descendants. It was actually pretty awesome.
So
Congratulations.
one of
What was his
the
name?
other things we saw.
Your mom.
Hang on.
Hang on, let Steve talk.
One of the other things we saw over the lockdowns and all of that stuff is whenever one or two of us resisted and fought back, they crumble. So all of their organization and intelligence, everything isn't worth a damn thing because they can't hold the line when it comes time.
Exactly. You're talking
were
about people
fighting
who need a
against-
safe space from opinions. Pop.
Yeah.
Remember Goldilocks? Let alone what Kyle Rittenhouse did to the one guy, shot him at point blank, blew his arm off.
That was awesome.
Do you remember Goldilocks?
Oh, you mean Beetlejuice?
Do you remember that one? The female that took the swing at the one guy, and he just absolutely decked her ass.
Oh
straight
God,
up.
yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about that. That was amazing.
Yeah. And here's another thing that's probably going to take place within a year of Trump taking office is you're going to see the restraints of the DOJ go away. And he's probably going to make it one justice for everyone instead of persecuting people who defend themselves.
Top 3 tiers of DOJ needs to go bye-bye.
Correct. And that's not just the DOJ. It's all of the intelligence agencies the top 3 tiers need to be fired or retired.
Yes, they do.
All right. And all of the intelligence agencies.
You could probably get rid of
stand by. All of the DOJ
Yeah.
top 3 tiers, they need to go away.
And most of the bureaus themselves need to go away.
And you know what? Trump has been releasing plans on his own social networks that the mainstream media refuses to cover.
Of course. Which is why we all know that it was an inside job in Butler, Pennsylvania, because CNN never live covers a Trump rally.
But here's the thing. He was a president. He was taken down by cheating. All right. In my opinion, of course. And by the numbers, it looks like cheating. All right. Now, people are going to get mad at me for saying this. That was a blessing in disguise
It was.
because we got to see exactly what they want to do.
Yeah, it really pulled the curtain back.
Yes.
It would have been another 4 years of
And then-
impeachment bullshit and blockades in
Correct.
legislature.
That's a good point.
But hang on. Now he's in, right? He's 78 years old. He was shot once and survived by divine intervention. That man has nothing left to lose.
Yep.
So he'll
Yeah.
be 82 when he rotates out. And more than likely, if he lives to the end of his term, he won't really live much longer than that. Most people, that's it.
Hey, if he does everything that he wants to do, if
But
I were him, I could die satisfied.
I'm expecting a couple more attempts.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, probably just during the transition.
There's a reason why they are starting to peddle this fiction at such a furious pace. They're hoping to radicalize somebody to the point where they pick up a pew pew again.
Hey, did you see the thing they're trying to float now? A couple of them are trying to float. Oh, Trump actually won the last election, so he can't serve a third term.
Yeah, I could actually see that.
Wow.
No,
can see
a
that.
couple of people tried to float that. I saw
But he
on
didn't
Twitter
get to
a
serve
little
in
bit,
office. The election results
Yeah.
of cheating were certified. So
which
it doesn't,
means,
doesn't
you've
count.
just admitted to cheating, so now you all go to jail for sedition.
Treason!
The projection and the gaslighting is and the amount. There's so many people too. Yeah, like yesterday and today, just like that were on, obviously not on our side, for lack of a better term, that were just pricks for years, and just like, oh, well, sorry, let's pretend it never happened. Like, no, fuck you. You
Yeah.
destroyed people's
Oh, it's
businesses, their
that was
lives.
the narrative like
Yeah.
six months ago and beyond. For
Well,
hang on, for the past year, they're like, yeah, but look, we all need to get along now and move forward.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
go fuck yourself.
Yep.
I want to see every motherfucker in Cobo Hall who wheeled in boxes of ballots after 1 a.m.
And it wasn't for lack of
The
trying this
people-
time either.
Yeah, the people who are putting up pizza boxes to block view. I want to see the deputies, everyone who supported that shit in fucking jail.
What about those certifying officials, the Wayne County Board, that were
Correct.
intimidated and not fucking signing up? They came out and said they were not going to sign, and people showed up at their house, and they weren't given protection at their house, and they had to fucking sign off.
Well,
It's fucking bullshit.
We have the dirtiest Secretary of State in the country.
Oh, she's a
Oh, yeah.
communist.
She has lost
She's a fucking
10
communist.
lawsuits over election integrity, and the media has not talked about a
all
single.
three
She's
of
a
the hags.
communist.
Yeah.
Hang on. What were you saying, Steve?
Nessel is the ringleader. Whitmer
Yeah.
is their sock puppet.
Yep.
And Benson is Nessel's Quasimodo.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, that just is what it is.
They're all can't understand normal thinkers, no matter which
They
way you
really
spin.
are. They really are. Blake, I think we need to get to the fun. We're going down the dark.
Yes, I
rabbit
know.
hole.
Yeah,
This is
we are.
Watership
Well, let's
This is
rip
Watership
into.
Down where the bunnies get killed.
All right, we're going to read these YouTube chats here, and then we'll get into this first article here. We're going to talk about how it started. Shark dentures. When I was in college, I was a moron too, but at least I could still be open to new or contrary information. That skill seems to be lost now. Yeah, because back when we were in college, we were taught critical thinking. Now they just
Yes.
teach you what to think.
Yep.
Yes.
Wow. No excuse for stupidity. We're all stupid, but only a few of us are wise. Yeah, well, most of us just. What did Christoph say in The Truman Show? We accept the reality of the world with which we're presented. Most people deliberately don't like to look beneath the surface because it's too hard.
Oh, check this out. There's an
So
email
the
here.
Truman Show is just Plato's allegory of the cave.
I just got an
Great
email
movie, though.
yeah.
from one of our fans
Yes.
saying Putin released a 4,000-page report exposing how the elites rigged 2024.
2024.
Yeah.
This past one.
Yes.
Well, they might have tried to rig it and it didn't work.
But because there's too many eyes.
Yep.
And people were not playing that game anymore.
Oh, yeah. Project Veritas was on the ground when those three people with huge containers of ballots decided they were going to walk into Cobo Hall the other night. And oops, we got their faces. We got the security letting them in.
Yep.
Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And
Not sorry.
there's going to be a lot of. Listen, you're going to see the media playing Trump's the dictator because he's just trying to bring back a semblance of normalcy.
Mhm.
Because what we have going down with the left, literally, if they kept winning elections, the whole country would be California.
Yep.
California literally can't pay their own fucking bills because
Oh,
they're giving away money hand over fist to stay in power. It's the freebie, vote for me mentality.
Yep. And what I love about this election, too, is that they can't use the typical cope, which is we need to abolish the Electoral College.
Oh, my
He
God.
won the popular vote, too. So
Oh, he
Yeah, he
smoked
creamed
it.
it this time.
He
But here's the thing.
smoked this shit.
this is the definition of a landslide.
But the thing about the Electoral College is the old, dirt farters who came up with the Constitution realized that if you have no Electoral College, the whole country would be run by mob rule.
It's two wolves and a sheep fighting
Yes.
over what's for dinner.
Correct.
That's democracy.
Because every pure democracy that has ever existed has failed
Failed.
monumentally.
Just like
Yes.
communism. Oh, they just
Send it
haven't
into
done it
the-
right.
Without
may
the
not
Electoral
certify it.
College, in the day of the founders, Philadelphia, Boston, and New York would have decided everything. Now it would be New York, Chicago, LA, and Atlanta,
Correct.
and Houston deciding the fate of the entire country.
Yeah, fuck.
I have heard people say, and I agree with them, that for electing senators within the states, the counties should have their own electoral colleges.
Damn right.
I've been saying that for years.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
They should.
The counties should have their own electoral
But
colleges.
they'll never pass that because there's way more red counties than blue counties. Because they one of the copes.
That's how you pass it.
Yeah, one of the copes about Kamala but not performing better than Biden in any county in any state. Well, she did outperform Biden in like 58 counties. Yeah, the blue shitholes.
Yeah,
you can expect
we have
that.
109 counties in Michigan.
Yes,
58 counties. Get
means
out of here.
nothing.
All right, are there any more super chats on
Yes,
YouTube?
there are.
Let's get through these.
Shadow Tempest, hey, Top, saw something funny here, or cringe. I made the mistake of combing Twitter for salt, and I found some based takes from freaking furries, of all people, on some Trump pages. It's weird.
That's like creepy as fuck.
That's a
we need to
mental
show
illness.
it.
Yeah, I know, man. That's like finding a full bag of chips in a dumpster.
That whole thing is just bizarre.
Blake, are you going through dumpsters looking for bags of chips again?
Yeah. That whole furry thing.
Look, Doritos are really fucking expensive now, man.
Yeah, they
listen, man.
are.
That whole furry thing is about as demented as swinging.
It's a true story.
Yeah, all that shit's weird. It's not gross. It's just fucking weird.
One of my favorite threads on Reddit is open marriage regret. It should be called no fucking shit.
Yeah.
What? Just fucking weird.
Just why? Yeah.
Just fucking weird.
Next one.
Sky Shark 425. Thanks for letting one-to-one take a shower during the Great Blackout of 02. Actually, the Great Blackout was 03. But it's all good.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was August of 03. I remember specifically because my dad was in a coma in the hospital.
What was that guy's name?
Wow.
What is his name? Sky Shark 425.
He might have a soldier from the 425 Lewis Infantry watching the show.
Hey, if that's true, Sky Shark, let us know.
Yeah.
Fan I am from Australia. Say the men have won and the Bolsheviks ain't happy. I guess we're the Mensheviks now. As for the women that are unhappy about it, Women-sheviks? How about bullshit-viks?
Here we go.
And I am again. I like spoonerisms, e.g. half a bucket would be baff a hookit. Just steer clear of the full buckets. Bullfuckets? Okay. Nice. What do we got here? Skipped on. Pete Meyer, good to see you, sir. Sick it, effers. That's how we roll, man. Ken J 1090. My younger brother came home from work Wednesday morning. We took one look at each other and started singing, "You are coping and seething." It was glorious.
Damn.
I've been singing it too.
That's awesome.
Sky Shark says Pete Meyer voted for Kamala. Oh, he must be in the lurch.
Yeah, that's definitely one of your guys.
We're fucking with each other already.
I love it. Listen, everyone in the regiment gets fucked with.
Yes.
So become a member and join the inside jokes.
Gay!
Fan I am. If Trump actually won his last election, wouldn't that mean Biden would be charged with something? Well, the thing is, I think Biden's going to be dead before any court would actually be able to throw his ass in prison for treason.
I don't know that he's not dead now.
Yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know.
Hang on. If the left was really smart,
they're not.
They would have. I know, but if they were, they would have said, "Okay, Trump won," and then they put all kinds of obstacles in his path, and then let him win the second term and do the same thing until he's gone.
Yep.
Then we never would have got that snapshot of exactly what the globalists want for this country.
Yeah. When they think that they have to make up for lost time, they wind up showing their ass, and it's not a good look.
Nope.
Micah, is anything going to happen to Millie? That motherfucker needs to be charged with treason.
Well, okay, hang on. First of all, as I did 33 years in the service, and I can honestly tell you, I've met probably a couple of dozen generals in my time. Two of them were pretty good. The rest of them were dick sucking, ass kissing, fruit salad on their chest, pieces of fucking shit.
Millie.
And he's one of them. And like once these guys become a battalion commander, then you'll have captains underneath you who want to kiss your ass and put you in for awards. And it's the same thing. You go lieutenant, colonel, general, and they just keep adding more of this fucking fruit salad because people are kissing his ass. And it's disgusting. And you're right. That motherfucker You would expect a general to have some cojones and go, hey, man, this whole thing we're doing here, it's not good for the military. It's not good for the soldiers, servicemen. This is bullshit. But he kept his mouth shut. And for that, I condemn him.
And he literally gave aid and comfort to the enemy, which is the definition of, treason.
I don't remember.
That is treason.
Well,
Yes.
again,
Yeah.
He
called the
specifically
Chinese.
called China and said, "Oh, he's not going to do anything. Don't worry.
Oh,
I'll make sure that it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That's treason."
That's a court-martial offense right there.
Yep.
Just saying.
It's absolutely a court-martial offense.
And how many times has Biden committed treason? I lost count.
I would love it if they court-martialed Milley and reduced him to lieutenant colonel.
Yeah, I mean, if leaving $80 billion worth of weaponry for the Taliban isn't giving aid and comfort to the enemy, I don't know what is.
No,
personally.
that's the very definition of.
All right, hang on.
Yeah.
Look,
Maybe it's by proxy,
Hang on.
but it still happened.
here's my view on all of that shit being left behind. You had a bunch of people, in position who didn't have the experience of logistics to get it out of there. Nobody was willing to make a decision to scuttle that equipment. Okay. And then they ran out of time. And the best answer is, all right, we're all just fucking leaving. And we had 13 people killed at a gate or a checkpoint from a car bomb or a suicide bomber.
Mm-hmm.
And, in 2004, we had individuals who worked some of those gates, get inside the blast radius of these car bombs. And there was nothing left but bits of boots. That's horrible.
Yeah, just a bit.
I'm sorry, I went in the weeds there, and it's totally
I'm
dark.
just saying, like, if we have a story for every super chat, we're going to be here all night.
Yeah.
9NDA3 from Poland. I wish you guys live long with Tim Pool. I watched you guys live along with Tim Pool, Ben Shapiro, and Charlie Kirk. Why did you watch the small hat? I'm just asking. It was glorious seeing Trump win and getting House, Senate as well. America will rise up again. USA, USA. Don't watch Shapiro. Okay? That motherfucker, he was talking all kinds of mad shit about Trump, and he only flipped his shit once he realized that Trump was inevitable, okay? The dude is a fair weather friend.
He is a weasel.
He is an absolute weasel. I mean, I wouldn't want to have to worry about debating the dude because he clearly can think on his feet and he knows all the dirty tricks. Doesn't make him right all the time.
He's a really good debater.
Yeah.
And
He's a master
he's
debater.
married, probably doesn't get a lot of poo nanny, so he's become a master debater.
Yeah, it's all good. His sister has some nice milkers, though. Jay Ritter, have a celebrity for loco on me, guys. Or celebratory for loco on me, guys. Thank you very
Have a
much. I'm hanging around with you
celebrity
too much, man.
Thank you.
Have a celebrity torn loco. Yeah.
Have a little bit of loco. I would better than a celebrity P. Diddy. Arnell Vensor, Dick Cheney supported Kamala, yet the leftoids were silent about that. Yeah, it seems like the people who used to be Hitler become their best buddies when they're out of office as long as they toe the TDS line.
Mm-hmm.
It's pathetic, actually. Don't forget Liz Cheney, too.
We can go on for hours.
That pile of
Let's
worthless.
roll through these super chats, man.
That woman is a pap smear in human form.
Oh, I got to write that down. God damn, you're on fire, bro.
Jay the Cat. Trump is going to meet with Biden. Any bets he asks for a pardon for Hunter in exchange for some favors while he's still in office?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh, Biden, I think Biden is officially on the Trump train after the shit that they pulled on him. You can tell he is not happy.
Yep.
He's going to roll. He's going to turn witness and informant.
He's going to die in a year or two.
Well, the thing is, if they found him not fit to stand trial for his extraordinarily long list of high crimes and misdemeanors, they're going to claim that he's not mentally fit to be a witness either.
There's a real simple way for them to get out of this, and it's for one of his nurses to usher in the day of the pillow.
Yes. The day of the pillow.
The day of the pillow. I got to write that down.
The day of the pillow. Or she could just sit on his face and muffocate him.
It's going to be okay, Joe.
It'll be fine. Great. Close your eyes and think of Corn Pop. He was a bad dude. Jim Eagle, you guys need to find the video of XQC cashing out his losing $700,000 bet on Kamala.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you hear about the French dude who bet $40 million on Trump?
No.
That dude is set for the rest. Not that he wasn't already, but he's set for the rest of his days now.
Who would take that bet? That's a huge amount of money.
Leftist in an echo chamber would take that bet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Obviously, this XQC person thought they could put down 700 Gs on Come Swallow a Heels Up, Pull My Harris, but can't do a presser.
Oh, he's going to get a visit from fucking Vinny the Clam and Joey. You want one squatty?
Those are nice shoes. You know what would look better? Cement.
Hey, Vinny, take his rabbit.
All right, yeah, keep going.
The Consul Yeti. Shark Dentures, Minnesota voters for Harris just wanted to be rid of walls. Yeah, they went balls to the walls with that motherfucker.
We already ripped that guy apart enough.
Well, he's a piece of shit.
Yes.
All right, so let's take a look at how it started.
Okay.
All the Lefty election predictions that have aged like milk. Of course, all these sources are on redonkulas.com. Definitely check them out. Stephen King from back in June. Trump is going to lose. Prepare for it.
Yeah, I'm so ashamed of that man.
I was ashamed of him when he wrote Dreamcatcher. Now I'm really ashamed of him. This is my personal favorite here.
Okay, so let's keep it together, people. I haven't changed my map. Check it out. I still have Harris is getting 349 electoral votes. It's going to be a landslide. I know a lot of you are sleeping better because we're having discussions and you're starting to realize this is very realistic. I also have people saying not only do they agree with me on Florida, but so many people are telling me to change Texas to blue. I'm going to still leave it at red. Look at how many votes we have to play with.
Oh, yeah, so many votes.
Don't listen to CNN or any of the media. They're just going straight off these weird polls, and they keep saying everyone's neck and neck.
What polls was he going off of to give Kamala 349?
Hang on.
They live in bizarre world.
Listen. Yeah, right. I was just going to say that. All right, keep going.
He just goes on, and it's basically just restates the same shit over and over.
Fuck that guy. Move on to the next one.
Harry Sisson, of course.
Who's that?
That's the 18-year-old simp.
Oh, that fucking cock.
Who insists he wasn't paid, even though we have the paperwork proving that his agency was paid directly by the DNC.
I'm going to fuck his wife when he gets married.
I was going to say, for him to get married, and then I'm going to bang. Wow.
I'm going to bang his wife, and I'm going to be the dad.
I'm just saying, dude, you'd be at the back of a very long line.
Well, I mean, he's only banging dudes himself, so I mean, like, it's not going to be that bad. You know,
this is the kind of dude who gargles cum before he swallows.
Oh, stop it!
He's going to film me and his wife on Chatterbait.
Oh, God.
And when it comes out of his wife's...
I'm going to vomit. Stop. Move along.
Would you prefer Blisterine or Pisterine?
Blisterine. Oh, my God.
When it comes out of Amy Horton, it's Blisterine. When it comes out of an average chick, it's Pisterine.
It just burns after Amy Horton.
Oh, God. And then there's the Asterine.
Raymond just pops into the stream and goes, "What the fuck did I just walk into?" When Biden wins in November, you'll be leaving. You'll be heading back to Mar-a-Lago to be Trump's emotional support dog during all of his criminal trials. Hope you enjoy that role. I hope you enjoy the role of filming your wife from the corner. Using your own tears as lubricant. Brian takes it in the Assenstein. Mark my tweet. This Trump rally at MSG will cost Trump the election and Pennsylvania. There are 450,000 Puerto Ricans in Pennsylvania who can all take a joke better than you can take a dick, apparently, Brian. I don't care if this guy's a comedian. You don't joke about race at all. Political rally for president where kids are.
You joke about race all the time on the show.
This is Krasenstein is one of those people I like to chain to a wall that I walk by every morning on my way to work and slap on my way to work and just keep him alive to like slap him every morning.
But I've been to Puerto Rico and it's there's a lot of trash.
What are you gonna do? Aged like milk. Oh, here's Harry Sisson again, or Harry Sissy as we should call him.
You can call her Madam President in 19 days.
No, you can't.
It's okay. You can call her a Madam Vice President. You'll call her Madam President soon. You're just like deliberately being disrespectful. You don't like notice how like you were just funny disrespectful by calling me J. Cole. Please, is that not your? You can call.
Oh wow.
Oh man, that dude has so much soy in his bloodstream. I can smell it from here.
Yep.
Morgan J. Freeman, not that one. Nothing can stop what's coming. Prison? No. Oh, here we go. Rob Reiner, a man who used to make great movies before he literally became Meathead.
Kamala Harris will be the 47th president of the United States.
Nope. Emma Vigland, her final Electoral College prediction was that Harris sweeps all 7 swing states and ekes out Iowa. And she predicted 325 electoral votes.
What is the total that Trump has?
I'll look it up.
Steve.
I'm on that. Give me a second.
I love it.
Keep going.
Lincoln Project. We're voting. Trump is losing. Democracy is winning.
I love how they call this democracy when she was literally picked because of her skin color.
Yes.
Nobody wanted her. She couldn't get any delegates.
Yep.
And now she's running for the fucking president, and less than half the country fell for this bullshit.
No, she ran. Past tense. She's gone. She's done.
Yeah, you're right.
All done.
All done.
Trump has 295.
Winning.
No, he's got more than that.
That's what CNN is showing.
Is there any in question still? Is there any states still waiting to officially declare?
Nevada and Arizona.
I think Arizona called it today.
I thought they did.
Who'd they call?
Ghostbusters, man.
Ghostbusters.
Who else would you call?
Well, you got to call the Ghostbusters.
It looks like Trump has Nevada as well.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You got to
it's
call
just a slaughter.
You got to call the Ghostbusters because 20 million people didn't show up to vote.
Oh shit! I didn't know this. Did you know Tim Walz lost his?
Yes.
Did you know Tim Walz lost his home county to Trump?
That's all. That's awesome.
All right, now,
Yes.
first of all,
I got 312 coming up all over the place in the chat, so I think CNN is just refusing to update there, Steve.
It's totally possible. Totally possible.
There was a blurb on
MSNBC was telling the truth the other day.
I know, it's amazing, right?
There was a blurb on CNN. I caught it. I want to on some compilation thing, but it was economist more to the right, and he was basically talking Anderson Cooper and Van Jones and a couple of them. He's just basically this is a referendum on the working class American feeling insulted and yada yada yada.
Yep.
And you could just see the visible fear in these feminine cucks on CNN. Oh my God. Yeah,
this is a repudiation.
Bitches.
Hang on.
It's a repudiation of over 8 years of propaganda. It's a repudiation of anybody who thought the 2020 election wasn't rigged just because it went in their favor. And it's going to backfire on every single person who swallowed the propaganda like a greedy little cum slut legendarily.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping the politicians, I'm hoping governors and senators and all that start getting, they get it.
Yep.
But I don't know. Like I said, there's been that leaked footage of Jamie Raskin saying they're not going to certify and stuff like that.
Well, he can try, but the thing is, because he's got the popular vote mandate, that was something that they did not expect.
Yeah.
Well, they rigged it to cheat, so of course not.
Yeah. And he still won.
Again, because they rigged it in 2016.
But they need to investigate 2020.
Yep.
And literally dismantle that cheating machine that they have.
They need to call up up to hundreds of sworn affidavits, which means that they are legally punishable by perjury law. Not a single person who signed a sworn affidavit swearing to seeing and witnessing fraud was ever prosecuted.
Correct.
That by itself is admission that it was rigged.
We could get rid of the mail-in absentee or just make it for very extreme, specific circumstances.
Overseas troops, period.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could take your happy ass to work, and maybe give it a national holiday. Look at all the other shit we give off.
Yeah, no shit.
Why? Seriously, you don't. You know how many people I know that are completely able-bodied and just
right,
basically it was easier.
These motherfuckers get Juneteenth off, but we don't get election day off.
Hang on. We need to revamp the entire voting thing because we have too many parasites who do not contribute shit to this country.
Damn right.
They should not be allowed to vote.
Yep.
Amen.
Just like a driver's registration, you need to pass a civic exam, and you need to be a net taxpayer.
Yes.
Damn right.
That's it.
Oh,
Fan
I am jumps in again. If women get a pap smear, what do trans women get? A poop smear? Sounds
about right.
Pete Meyer back in the chat. Go Harry Balls 2024. Rangers says, we're all relieved. Brian Rangers, we're all relieved that the right man is in office. Well, not yet. January 20th will happen.
It's a minute away.
John Abernathy threw in 99.99.
All right.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
John.
sir.
Dave from Rustic Oak here. Love your show. Looking forward to a prosperous next 4 years. Thank you for all you guys do and for the outstanding commentary.
All right. First of all, Rustic Oak.
Oh, yeah.
They gave us the mixers. These are fucking outstanding.
Oh, nice.
Now, my only criticism, I need a sugar-free mixer, please. Thank you. All right.
Gay as the day is long. I need a sugar-free mixer because
Gayer than his boyfriend.
I'm gonna end up with my diabetes.
I got the diabetes.
All right. I concede. Continue on.
I like to snort Splenda off my penis straws.
You guys suck, man. But hey, everyone in the regiment gets fucked with, even me.
We may suck. You swallow.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
Savage.
Wow.
Savage.
What else do you say here? Thank you for all that you guys doing for the outstanding commentary. Sipping a celebratory glass of Pappy 23 that I've been holding on to for that special occasion.
nice
Cheers, gentlemen. All right.
That's a nice one.
Very nice. And FMF veteran, while I drove into Tallahassee, the news stated Arizona had not yet counted the votes. Shocker. Maricopa County is probably like, oh, we need to give a few more to Kamala, right?
I could have sworn it.
Even though it's over and she conceded, why the fuck are they even bothering to still count the votes?
Yeah, I got you.
Stupid. Well, never underestimate the power of evil to try to get what it wants. But with that being said, it's time to appreciate the coping and seething.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
We are right on the edge of very gay there, though.
I agree. It's
We're like
just on this
right up against the edge of it.
If we all hadn't grown up watching WWF, I would say it counts.
Exactly.
Arizona reporting 97%, and they have Trump at 52.3.
There you go.
And
vaginosis
neck Harris.
Vaginosis Harris. That's great.
Vaginosis neck hair. That's like a minor villain in a.
I want to see Carrie Lake win, but it looks like she's not going to make it.
Yeah.
God damn it! They fucked. That's the second time. Her holes have to be raw. She's been fucked so many times over there. God damn it.
Yeah, that's what
they
happens.
put her through the ringer.
Yeah, she needs.
Well, that they hate her more than Trump because
Fuck
she's
yeah,
former
they
legacy
do.
media.
Yeah.
Feminists hate anti-feminist women more than they hate anybody.
Oh, so much.
Just like the fucking cuck men hate us more than the women do.
Well, dude, look at what happened. Like, the party that's totally all about your black rights and BLM and all that stuff. As soon as any one of them comes out and votes conservative or even intimates like they might, it's what, like Kanye West, all of a sudden CNN, they bring on that guy, Kanye West is what happened when Negroes don't read.
Oh, yeah.
And wow, your racism is really showing. Nice work there. Oh, here we
At
go.
a bare minimum, you're an Uncle Tom.
I'm into individual rights, not this collective. One group has this special, this, that. It's like, hey, man, you have this individual right. Be responsible with it.
I got you. Let's
you guys ready for some meltdowns?
Yeah.
The party of joy is having a meltdown.
Is anyone else having a meltdown? I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to wait.
Okay, so we already have the chest tattoos and the stupid piercings and whatnot. Tell me you didn't have a father at home.
She's got to be in her 50s.
Yeah, she's done.
Yeah, well, she got a tattoo on her face so that every time she looks in the mirror, she can be satisfied with the knowledge that blowing that guy at the glory hole was only the second dumbest thing she ever did.
But I'm so stressed how you can't look out into the world, into the people of this country and see what's happening.
Wow. What
and
a
how hard
Catwoman.
we're all fighting for rights not to be taken away.
Which ones?
People,
Yeah, which ones?
I go from hysterically crying 1 minute over the pain of this situation and then hysterically crying the next minute, watching so many people come together and women from around the world supporting us.
She watches so many people come together whenever she invites her friends over.
For a rub?
For a rub and tug party, yeah.
Rub and
Now, first of all,
they have a full dishwasher the next day.
I'm gonna have to give this woman a 3 because of the tattoos.
It's awful, man. She's got this shit up here. She looks like a fucking Care Bear.
Fuck, dude. Oh,
she doesn't have a good relationship with her dad.
Looks like a Care Bear fucked a suicide girl.
Yeah, she doesn't have a good relationship with God.
She needs Jesus.
That'd be the only one who could save her. I'm just
All
saying.
right, next one. Let's move.
You want to move on to the next one? Or you want to hear the rest of this one?
Oh yeah, I want to hear it.
Cheering us on. I am 48 years old and
knew it.
I have never experienced anything like this and never thought I would. In
0
this
eggs per
country.
hour.
It's like I can feel the pain and the
So
fear.
pathetic.
It's meth withdrawal.
It is. I agree.
It's not the Trump. It's the meth
I don't
withdrawal.
know how to handle this. I don't know how to get through the next
Rehab.
couple days. Who knows how long this is going to take?
Wait.
Until January 20th, and then 4 years.
And then, of course, the young turds.
I fucking hate this dude.
Oh, this is great.
Sink.
Oh, yeah. Chunk yogurt, as I call him.
Chunky yogurt.
NBC News, ABC News, and CNN have all called Pennsylvania for Donald Trump. This election is over. Donald Trump is going to be the 47th president of the United States, and he has won re-election. So buckle up, brace for impact. We're going to have 4 years of anarchy and chaos. My prediction, which is not a bold one, is they're going to rob the place blind. All of his donors are going to get everything they wanted.
Oh, give me a break.
There's going to be almost no checks on him. Last time the establishment
It's
checked him.
gaslighting. It's
Not a big
exactly
fan
what
of the
they've been doing.
establishment, but they put some brakes in the car for Donald Trump, and he's a guy.
The big money all went to Kamala. All of
She
it.
raised $3 billion.
It's
Yeah,
gaslighting.
she spent $1 billion on this fucking campaign. She outspent Trump 3-1. If
Yes.
anybody would have owed somebody on the other end of this shit show, she would have.
Well, and she owes a lot of blowjobs with that blown out, throat
No,
goat maneuver.
no,
Why do
no
you think her
imagery.
neck
I am
looked
not
like
willing
that?
to.
Why do you think
We
her neck
just-
looks like that? All the expanding and contracting from that Montel cock for years. Like,
We discussed this we discussed this on election night. Can we not go over her throat vag again, please?
Okay.
eh.
Oh, here we go.
That woman just needs to invest in turtlenecks. Lots of them.
Now these guys are going to freak out.
This is the biggest red wave I've seen since Ronald Reagan's 49 state victory in 84. You're damn right.
Well, I mean, so much to go through, so many questions. I came onto the set and Willie said, hey, by the way, because we were talking about the historic nature of this sweep.
Yeah.
And Willie said, do you know, he only lost Illinois by 4 points.
4 points.
New Jersey by 5. I mean, you talk about we had talked about a red wave 2 years ago that never materialized. This is I've got to say, this is the biggest red wave I've seen since Ronald Reagan's 49 state victory in 1984. It seems every Republican across the country improved.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I love these. Kamala Harris voters are currently on the verge of tears after being told they traveled hours to see Harris speak for nothing after she canceled on them. I love the face on this chick. I can't. I got to mute that one because it's got copyrighted music.
Yep.
I love the face. That fucking
That's
bitch.
fantastic.
She promised me a free Beyonce concert. Damn it.
That's fantastic.
Oh, this is.
Here we
Oh,
go.
there you go.
This is
Here
so
we go.
choice. Everybody, if you don't have an alcoholic beverage, you may want one now.
You want one for this one. Or popcorn. Popcorn is optional.
I guess Pop's going for the
Makes me feel better about my life.
going
though.
for the testosterone-free Red Bull.
Stop it. Stop.
I hate to be the person that gets on here and cries.
I'm just going to point it out now. Hog ring. Automatic disqualification of any rational opinions.
And,
Look at those linebacker shoulders,
Yeah,
bro. Come
that
on.
woman is roomy.
Oh, she's hiding the. This is iceberg angle.
Oh,
is
she
what you
plays
call-
rugby. She plays rugby.
All of her dating
No.
profile pictures look like this. It's the iceberg angle.
She's suffering from double Tourette's of the elbow with a fist-face disconnect.
The new type of
Three-quarters-
German.
3/4 of her mass is hidden beneath
correct.
the surface of that camera.
You're absolutely correct.
But this could break me and my parents apart because they just don't understand what they voted for and like what it means and the bigotry
You don't know what you
and
voted for.
hatred that they stand behind and how I like am
Projection.
trying to be a good person. I'm not Catholic like they are, which is ironic
Shocker.
because it's like religion's supposed to make you love,
No.
but I could see
No, it's
it
not.
like break.
We are commanded to hate evil. That
Yes.
is why we voted the way
Specifically
we
in the
did.
Bible.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yes, sell
this
thy
woman
cloak
needs
and
to,
buy a sword. Anyway.
yeah, this woman needs to go back to doing what she does best, sucking dick, just
No,
like
no.
the woman she voted for.
Breaking me and my parents apart because they just don't get it and they don't get that they voted for someone who's gonna make my friends' lives hell. My life's
Do you notice that there's not a single tear actually rolling down her face?
I don't care.
I don't care either. I'm just saying that she wants people to believe that this is how she's actually feeling, but her face is not turning red and she's not crying. This is all performance art for clicks.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, I can go.
Ever
with that.
since the coup, all of these little nobodies have discovered that they get their little tiny part on life's big drama stage.
Yep.
And that's
Read
what
the
you're seeing
comments
here.
And when she was done with this, you know what she did? She went and masturbated with one of Trump's pictures in her hand.
Oh my god.
Probably.
She hate fucked a picture.
Oh my god.
Probably. Yeah.
And then put it in the dishwasher.
okay. I'm a white woman, but my friends are not going to be.
This is the virtue signaling. She wants her friends to believe that she cares, but behind closed doors, she's calling them all of the racial slurs that she assumes Trump fans
Now,
use.
even if this was genuine, she's obviously a victim of propaganda.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
she's saying hate and bigotry. When you speak the truth,
Wait, go back.
Oh, we already talked about this one earlier.
Oh, okay.
Jake Tapper being shocked that Kamala didn't outperform Biden in a single county. But we already talked about the cope is, well, she overperformed in 58 counties in the country, but not 0. Yeah, but it was so important to add that context.
Get the hell out of here.
She only outperformed by 3% or more in those 58 counties. That's nothing. That's margin of error.
Yeah.
Joy Reid. Oh, this ought to be good.
Yeah.
Joy Reid meltdown. Brilliant.
She's fun.
I can't stand that bitch.
I
She's
may
such
have
a
to
cunt.
touch myself for this one.
If this was a surprise being pulled on the American people. This was a very clear message. It was not done through a ground game. This was Elon Musk doing a fake lottery in Pennsylvania.
Oh,
this was not a
bullshit.
ground game situation. This was nothing to do with Kamala Harris's campaign, which was, again, flawlessly run in 100 days. And so that wasn't the reason for the choice. And so whatever the reason for the choice was, a choice is made.
Is this
and
woman
then
college
you get
educated?
what you chose.
Do you know what
And so
flawless
if-
means?
If
You don't have to keep selling me on him, Joy. You're going to get what we voted for. Yeah, that's exactly why we voted for him.
That's how it works.
We want a closed border. We want illegal immigrants out of the country. We want cheaper gas. We want mean tweets. And we want you to shut your stupid face up.
Yeah.
Amen.
And a women.
To stop saying that.
Trump broke the demonic astrologists, too. I'm not sure if I'm prepared for this.
Oh, God. I saw
It's gotta
this
be
one
good. I
earlier.
haven't seen this one. I haven't seen this one yet.
All right, run it. Run it.
What's
Steve
her
hasn't
sign?
seen it.
What's her sign?
Oh, my God. Here we go.
For the astrology.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's a Scorpio.
It's Imperator Furiosa. Only, gay and lame.
Wow.
I want to know. I have been studying Kamala's charts, and it looks like she is not only going to win, but she is going to be winning a second term. The next 8 years in her chart look really, really strong. Trump's not so much. Okay, so I was wrong.
Yeah.
A lot of
Here we go.
astrologers were wrong. A lot of us
Hang on.
were wrong.
Stop, pause it real quick.
But
All right. Now, this whole astrology thing, I just have to bring this to everyone's attention logically. If you think the gravitational pull or light from anything that you see in the sky has anything to do with what you do here on this planet, you are obviously out of your cotton picking mind. All right, continue. I'm sorry.
You hate Nancy Reagan, don't you, Pop?
Yeah, the hell with that woman.
Nancy Reagan.
She had her own astrologer.
Mm-hmm.
Keep
Anyway.
her away.
if you think that right now is the time to tell me that you don't believe in astrology, who gives a about astrology right now, dude?
You were the one who brought it to our
Literally
attention.
cares about that?
And
they don't care. They
That
throw
is like
everything
the
away
least
as
of
soon as
our
it doesn't work for them.
worries.
Jesus.
This is my career. I have built a life.
Well, just like they threw away women's rights when the Troons came around.
Correct.
Yeah, let's let Aunt
don't wanna talk
Festinger
about
tell
that.
us how it doesn't matter anymore.
Stand by. I want to hear more of this.
Or she looks like Pugsley too. Yeah, she looks like
Pugsley.
Pugsley
Keep
and
playing,
Fester had
keep
a
playing.
baby.
Off of reading the stars for people and getting it right. But if you're going to come into my comments and complain that, well, I'm no longer going to believe in astrology after this, who gives a for real? Let's be for real right now. That is the last of our worries.
Oh, I could just hear the money
My
running
mom
out of her
can't
asshole
lose
right
her
now.
Social Security.
She
we
won't.
can't lose our Medicaid, our Medicare.
No, it's never been on the table.
Wait, I thought you had a career.
There are real things happening in the world right now. And I know that like you guys think this is some big gotcha, but I don't give a if you think astrology is not real right now, because there's real life happening in this country.
All right, zip it, Sinead. We're moving on.
Yeah.
MSNBC's
That's so
Rachel Mad Cow. This
Oh,
one
here we
good.
Mad
I love her.
NBC News has a projection.
Okay,
to
is
make.
it just me, or has she aged 8 decades in the last 8 years?
Oh,
Yes.
she's atrocious.
Wow. She looks like somebody fashioned a branch from the ugly tree into a fucking butt plug.
Theory.
And just left it in there.
Theory. Proposal for the new regime.
Yeah.
Any rape will be punished with having to bed that in broad daylight.
On pay-per-view.
On pay-per-view.
Wow.
Any act of rape, you have to bang Rachel Maddow in broad daylight on pay-per-view.
I may never get a hard on again.
No.
Carry on.
What's the opposite of Viagra? Rachel Mad Cow.
In the presidential contest in the swing state of Pennsylvania, NBC News now projects that presidential contest has been won by Donald Trump.
Okay.
And I believe that means that we are at a 266 electoral vote
That's
count
called an insurmountable
for Donald
lead.
Trump.
Yes.
Kamala Harris had 194 electoral votes. So to be clear here, this is the third of the 7 major swing states that have been called. But Georgia and North Carolina and Pennsylvania, as those 3 states, presents an almost...
She can't even get her fucking words out.
You know, I want to do a comparison when Trump won last time.
Oh, she was out of her freaking gourd when he won the last time. Wow.
We could do a whole Mad Cow special. She's got
Mad Cow special.
Mad cow disease. CNN's Van Jones says it was Republicans who called Trump a fascist Hitler lover, not Democrats. See, this is one of my personal favorites,
my God.
and I'll tell you why. Somebody in my own family was like, oh, 1984 is coming. Oh, my God. I'm like, okay, so if you think 1984 is coming and not on its way out, then please explain to me how for the last 4 years we were called conspiracy theorists anytime we brought up Joe Biden's cognitive decline, which was obvious to anybody with a pulse, and they hid it from us until it was too late.
Mm-hmm.
If 1984 is on its way out, then maybe you can explain to me how you expect everybody to believe that women can have penises.
Wow.
And you're so about women's rights, but yet you can't wait to let perverted males into female spaces. And if it's, my body, my choice, then why did you vote for vaccine passports? And then out the other side of your mouth claim that voter ID was racist? Or did none of that happen and I'm just in 1984 land? I'm just asking for a friend here.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong.
I was just saying that there are so many things that we have been told definitely. Kamala was never border czar. What are you talking about? We never called her that.
The gaslighting is just.
The crime went down under Biden. It didn't go up.
Steve,
stealth edit.
We need to do a show in the future and actually have all of the examples of the gaslighting.
I was about to say exactly the same thing.
Oh, yeah. We should just do a whole 1984 stream. Okay, so what are a bunch of things that they told us definitely weren't happening? Like, oh, yeah, well, the Hunter Biden laptop, that's just Russian disinformation.
Yeah, we need to put that together because I think that would be a damn good
That would be a very good show. That would be a very good show.
Oh, you guys want to turn on the gaslight?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Remember stop. Remember the Neil Diamond song? Turn on your heart light.
Heart light, yeah.
Turn
calling Billy Von Baum. We need turn on your gas light.
Yes, we do.
Roxanne,
yes.
You don't gotta turn on the gas light.
Turn on your heart light. Let it shine, baby, you know.
Let's see. Let's listen to the Orwellian spew.
The thing I think is most important to remember is the people who said that he was a Hitler lover weren't Democrats. They were Republicans. People who said that he was a fascist weren't Democrats. They were Republicans who worked for him.
No, they weren't.
And so it's not just these elite Democrats over here, poisoning the well. You had a pretty broad consensus from Chomsky to the Cheneys.
Because that's who we go to for our conservatism.
Those
right?
aren't Republicans.
The warmongering rhinos that we all hate.
Yep.
Sure.
Noam Chomsky is a hardcore
leftist.
Yeah.
Hardcore Marxist.
And as we all know, the Bushes, the Cheneys, they were all just Republicans in name only. They're rhinos.
Yep.
Correct.
All of it.
They're all unipartyists.
Yep.
Oh, Van Jones on the verge of tears. Trans kids are being used as string boards. Oh, here we go.
I hear what you're saying. And I do see it differently because I'm thinking about the people who are not a part of anybody's elite who are hurting tonight. There are African-American women who know a little bit about being talked down to. They know a little bit about having their...
I'm just going to ask everybody in this room a question, and Steve too. Has anybody ever tried to talk down to a black woman? And if so, how well that go for you?
No.
Nah, I usually don't interact with anyone that has any
Dude,
kind of
all four of us live in the general Detroit area. Not only is talking down to a black woman a bad idea, but talking down to a Detroit black woman is like...
You just avoid.
I just ignore them.
Yeah,
segregation
epic levels
exists.
is not great.
Just on its own, man. Like...
Oh, man. I bet Van Jones sleeps with his butt plug in.
Economic dreams.
His boyfriend makes him.
Hang on.
Who tried to dream a big dream over the past couple of months. And tonight they're trading in a lot of hope for a lot of hurt. And they were hoping that maybe this time, one of their own could be seen as worthy.
Oh my!
You mean like Ben Carson, who was literally a poor kid from Detroit who became a world-renowned brain surgeon, kind of like that, maybe?
Yeah, kind of like that. Or Larry Elder out in California.
Yeah.
This guy would never make it as a Detroit Lions fan.
Who allegedly lost the recall election to Gavin Newsom.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Once again, they're facing rejection. And that hurts. They thought tomorrow morning they're going to walk out with their shoulders back a little bit. Maybe able to breathe for the first time and feel like they belong someplace. They did everything that they knew how to do. And it's going to be harder than it should be tomorrow for them to hold their heads up.
Pop.
It's on them.
Pop.
It's on them.
Hey, hang on.
Hang on. Pop.
Right.
Van Jones is the skinny little black freshman that the black kids at Berkeley goaded into picking a fight with the Berkeley Bears jocks to watch him get his ass beat, and they laughed at him. He's the rejected black kid.
Wow.
Oh, we got a guy in the chat. Ilya Kostovich just called him Vangina Jones.
Yeah.
Vangina Jones.
Yeah. The high school Pop and I went to, we had black kids, and we all basically got along, but the football players were the thugs. And everybody got in fights with the football players.
Hell, I even fought the football players, and I was
They
a
were
football player.
Yeah, they were the assholes.
We got to stop the stories. We got to move
on through. But let us know what you guys think of the chat. Do you want us to keep going with the salt because it's
quite tasty.
It is quite tasty. Yes, as long as it doesn't come from Pop's moob sweat, it's pretty tasty.
Oh, you bastard!
So the election between Donald Trump and
Sissy
Kamala Harris has not been called yet. We do not know who the winner is, but it is pointing in one direction. And
I just have to call out the caption at the top: "America failed women tonight." How exactly is voting for more transgenderism helping women?
Yep.
Gaslighting. It's just gaslighting.
Yes. Just saying. But of course, I can't expect anything less from a dude who's got spaghetti arms.
it's not final, but I just wanted to say that America failed women tonight, primarily. Trump
You're
has
18. What do you know about women?
insulted
Nothing.
women, berated them, has been found liable.
He knows they like him to watch them get fucked by other men.
Now, listen, he did say grab him by the pussy, but they took it out of context.
Yes.
Yeah, it's literally just he literally say they let you do that. Yeah, because
and he wasn't lying.
He was talking about the money grabbing little whores.
Yes,
That's what he was talking about.
Women who think that they can suck fame out of a nutsack, essentially.
Well, that does happen.
In court for
I mean, Kamala
assaulting
sucked fame out of a nutsack, a couple of them.
and he took women's reproductive rights away.
No, we didn't.
And instead of standing up to that, people voted for it.
That's right.
And
Because it's not a right. It's a privilege.
We failed our daughters.
You don't have a daughter.
Our mothers, our
You don't have a mother.
sisters, our wives.
You are a sister.
Tonight, America failed them.
You don't have a wife.
Never
and
have
you
a
never
wife.
will.
Oh, okay. How did he?
It is unfortunately the reality of the situation.
Well, this guy's a paid shill.
No, but hang on. How was Trump being blamed for taking away women's rights to reproduce?
Well, I let them. I was listening to somebody bitch about it too. It's like, oh, Trump was like, well, you know that the Supreme Court made this decision while Biden
was in office.
Yeah.
Right, correct.
Right.
And it's Roe v. Wade, and all they did was return the responsibility back to the states where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, so most of
Literally
these
all
women
they
are
did.
still just as free to be cum gargling sleuts as they used to be.
Yeah.
And every single one of the exceptions that they claim is so dire to have, rapé, wincest, life of the mother's on the line, what have you, all of that is still in place, even in the states with the strictest conditions on abortion.
Yeah.
That
Every single
and
one of them.
doctor after doctor after doctor has come out and said, I've never seen a case where an abortion would have solved the problem.
Yes.
Usually in this case of grape, they're gonna do like if they're at the hospital and whatnot,
They'll do a DNC.
Yeah, like right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
So like this whole 8-month shit,
Yeah.
like
They
fuck
have
exactly.
to lie. The bottom line is they have to lie. Like the case in Georgia. The woman did not die because she didn't get access to abortion care. She actually did.
druggie.
She missed her initial appointment, which was for a DNC, and then they gave her the pill. And they said, after this is done, you need to come back for a follow-up. She didn't and got septic and died. Not because she didn't get access to care, but because she was stupid.
And didn't take care.
Hang on. I don't want to see anyone die.
No, I don't want to see anyone die over this
okay.
either.
No.
Getting dead because you let some stranger cream pie your dumb ass is one of the dumbest reasons to dirt dart.
It's a Darwin thing. I mean, Darwin usually comes and slaps you on the back of the head when you're stupid, and most of the time you die from it. There you go. All right, move along.
Most of these ladies prefer it when Darwin just grabs them by the hair and forces their mouth down on it.
Well, that's cream pie
I'm
Harris.
just saying.
Here we go.
Oh,
This
here
is
we
great.
go.
I love this one.
This man is so mad he said he will never buy a Tesla. Oh, no.
Well, Donald Trump is now our 47th president of the United States of America. This election was not even close.
Nope.
Which I find odd considering Kamala Harris's rallies.
I love how his list
However,
overcomes his
how can
gains.
that compete?
Kamala Harris's rallies have no attendance. She had to bus people
Yes,
in.
I know.
Yeah.
How can he say that her rallies preclude a victory? That's retarded. We're going to keep the salt going. I love this.
Have Elon Musk paying $1 million per day to encourage people to vote for Donald Trump.
No, that's not what he took it for.
Personally,
it was literally, for those of you who don't know, it was literally a constitutional pledge to uphold the Constitution of the United States. That's literally all it was. The left had to spin it because there was nothing to spin.
Yes.
Disgusted by that. I'm disgusted enough to delete my X account.
Go ahead.
Disgusted enough to never order a Tesla as long as I shall live.
Okay.
I want to take this moment to congratulate
What
those of you who voted
sacrifice.
for Donald Trump,
Such noble.
which was the overwhelming majority of Americans. You chose to vote for a dictatorship,
No, we didn't.
and that is what you will get. America is no longer the land of the free. You have chosen, by siding with Donald Trump, to throw our United States Constitution and our United States flag.
I'm sorry. I'm just going to
All
ask, has any administration gotten more Supreme Court spankings for unconstitutional behavior than this one?
I believe you are correct.
There are 8 or 9 that I can just remember off the top of my head.
I don't remember them all.
I was told there would be a dictatorship. I
was told-
voted for dictatorship. I have none.
But
going
listen,
on?
they're setting the stage.
Wow.
Because when Trump decides to crack down on all of this corruption, they're going to call him a dictator.
Ugh. Well, yeah, they were calling him a dictator before when he was being obstructed by his own party.
Yeah,
These
you're
people are
110%
retards.
correct.
And yet, how many executive orders did Biden sign in his first 100 days of office? And yet that wasn't called a dictatorship at all.
Yeah, he's going to have to do an anti-monopoly thing for the media because I mean,
we need to reinstitute the Smith-Mundt Act.
Well, that's number one. Number two, we need to like get these 6 corporations that own all of our media out of the way.
Yep.
They need to go.
Yeah, but honestly, I think if you live overseas, you shouldn't own anything in America. Period.
I'm 100% on that.
Wipe out all of Soros's advantages. Just done.
Yep.
And by the way, fuck that guy. There's another one here. The left is losing the plot over Trump's win.
I will make it my life's mission, my dying wish, that none of you weirdos can hide in the future. You
Bring
can't
it,
lie to your
bitch.
kids. You can't lie to your grandkids about, oh, it was so confusing. It was hard to see the truth. He was so convincing. I will not let you get away with that.
Are you talking about Biden?
Like, that was not normal. This is not normal. I will make it clear to everyone. Like, I will make sure no one is confused about how things were right now in this very vital, crucial time in American history.
Oh, you mean where we were letting perverts into the girls' locker rooms and you're called a bigot if you think that's weird?
Yeah.
She literally looks like a pinhead, though. Look at just get the big, and the top of her head is like missing.
Yeah, and her head comes to a point.
Yeah, she's like Zippy the Pinhead.
I'd prefer
Wow.
Pinhead from Hellraiser.
And then
it
there's
was
that
not
jaw.
confusing. It was not confusing at all. You just stood for that. You stood with that and for that.
Yes, we do.
Like, I can't emphasize enough. There will be nowhere to hide.
Okay.
And history
Okay.
is going to look back on this and look back on you in a very negative light.
Polar opposite. Because inevitably what is going to happen is shit will implode.
Yes.
And history is going to look back on this as the point where, well, maybe we got that one wrong.
Yeah.
Well, the leftoids anyway are going to be like, well, you know, because they look at remember we talked about the lobotomy thing. Used to be seen as the miracle cure.
Yes.
Yeah.
But listen, man, you are going to have a tidal wave of people who are, converted over supposedly to the other sex, wanting to roll back time and undo everything. And
Can't do it.
It's going to be a mountain of pain.
Oh,
It's gonna be a terrible tragedy because a lot of them, as they get older, are going to off themselves.
Yes,
I
they are.
I don't mean to be mean. I don't
You're
mean to
not.
be cruel
That's the
saying
truth.
this. This is what's going to happen.
They're going to join the fantastic 41%.
Yep.
Yeah. I
It is what it
guarantee
is.
you that's what's going to
And
happen.
it breaks my heart because, I do what I do to stop suicide. But literally, these individuals, there's nothing I can do for them.
No.
Because they chose to go against the rules and the laws of the universe.
Yeah.
Like when you get sent down here from the grand architect with the model that you're riding in on, and all of a sudden you get here and you say, he was wrong. I'm something. It's never going to be a good outcome.
Yeah, who was the little actress? Ellen Page? Was that
Ellen Page?
Oh my God.
She was the prettiest little thing. She's
Not
pretty little
anymore.
thing.
Not
and
anymore.
She was talented. I know, but I guarantee you within the next 10 years, she's just going to mentally go to pieces.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least she
She's gonna
captured
feel
her tits
perfect.
while, on film while she still had them. I appreciate that much about what she did.
Yeah.
It's just such a shame, though. It's such a shame.
heartbreaking.
Oh, I know. I will
It
never
really
forget what they took from us. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
And neither will this. Where, crybaby, give me hog ring.
What is wrong with you?
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
I can't do this anymore. I'm literally sick to my stomach.
We're going to save democracy by ignoring it.
What has happened to America? What has happened to democracy? What has happened to freedom?
It worked.
Yeah.
What?
This is a message to anyone who follows me. If you voted for Trump, unfollow me and block me.
Okay.
If you didn't vote,
Okay.
unfollow me and block me.
Okay.
The fact that it's this close means I've lost all hope in the American
It wasn't
people.
close.
Like, it should not be
It was a
this
slaughter.
close.
It was a
Why
slaughter.
would
Exactly.
anyone vote for this person? He's so evil. He's so demented.
What?
And yet these people who say that he's evil, demented, racist, and sexist, and all this other stuff, where's the proof? I've been waiting for
there
over
isn't any.
8 years to have actual proof dropped in my lap. I have none.
Correct.
I wanted to see the Russian hooker piss videos.
That would have been amazing. I would have laughed my balls off.
Watch the hand contortions on this girl, though. She is clearly in need of a white robe and a hospital.
You mean the
Yes.
hug me robe?
Lithium,
that's the
baby.
one.
It's not just for cars.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this one here. A Reddit post from Tay Trouble. I had my husband make us up go bags weeks ago. I hoped, manifested, wished every day that we'd never have to use them. And here we are. It's happened. I'm completely numb. I thought I'd be a mess right now, but nothing. I haven't even cried. My husband, on the other hand, is wailing, screaming, banging his head off the kitchen cabinets. You sure your husband isn't your wife?
Wait, this is this next line.
He has a history of self-harm, and I'm terrified he's about to relapse. We can only hope.
No. Let's not do that.
I'm telling a joke, faggot.
Right. Okay.
Our daughters are crying and asking if they're safe, and we had to compose ourselves. Were they born your sons? I'm asking for a friend. No, they're not. We're not. It's a family. Our lives here in this city are over. We both lived here since birth, multiple generations of family born here, but we can't and won't let our trans daughters. I didn't even have to Score! Here's the bottom line, Tay Trouble. You're child abusers. Neither one of you should have children, and I pray to God that somebody takes those children away from you before they off themselves.
And you just admitted that your husband has violent tendencies.
Yeah, congratulations. Let's see how well that works for you when CPS comes a knocking.
Yeah.
Wow.
And your husband doesn't even have a cocking.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
but I mean,
it's all good.
The sad part is there's so many people on the left who literally have lost their grip on reality.
Yeah.
And it is just, I'm terrified.
And all you have to do is ask them questions and they freak
They
out.
don't fucking
I know.
like
What
it.
rights are trans people losing? Well, if you don't know, I'm not going to educate. It's not my responsibility to educate.
Exactly.
That's always their fallback when they can't answer a basic question.
Oh, it's also the feminists, like, who hurt you?
Yeah, who hurt you? Yeah. Okay, why do you consider abortion a reproductive right? Is it in the Constitution? Well, if you're not going to read it, well, I did.
Yeah,
that's why I'm
not
asking.
in there.
You just don't understand it. You don't understand it. You're not smart enough to understand it.
Yeah.
They'll do it better this time around too.
Well, it's these same people who tell you to defer to the dictionary definition of effinism whenever you talk about how evil and Marxist it is. But then when it comes to the definition of racism that's in the dictionary, well, that's just the dictionary. It needs to be updated. It needs to be changed.
Blake, I have several dictionaries. One of these days you'll have to come see my old book collection.
Now, hang on.
Nice.
There was no word racism in the dictionary prior to 1967.
That doesn't shock me.
Now, Obamacare, was that or was that not overturned because medical care is not specifically mentioned in the Constitution?
The reason why they couldn't pass it in its first inception is because it's not mentioned in the Constitution. The reason why they were able to pass it through SCOTUS is because some dingbat up there on the bench thought, well, if we call it a tax because of the individual mandate, then we can pass it.
And again, there is no mandate to tax in the Constitution.
There's no law that says you have to pay income taxes, period.
At all.
Yep.
Yep.
And 90% of the taxes we pay have all been invented by our out-of-control bureaucracy over the last 70 years.
And they need to go.
Yes, they do, along with most of the bureaucracy.
Most of the federal agencies just got to go. Just overhaul.
I may or may not know of somebody who has not bothered to file a federal tax form in 8 years now and has had zero consequences.
Mm-hmm.
I just pay my taxes.
Well, eventually what happens is if you owe enough, they'll just send
my
a SWAT
payroll
team.
taxes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I just don't interact with them. Or this person that I know of doesn't interact with. There goes that. Anyway, carry on.
Just a brief pause before we get back to the salt here. Just wanted to show this to you because, in case you still think that the 2020 election is the most fair and just and cleanest election in U.S. history, I would love to have somebody explain this.
Yeah, this is the smoking gun right here.
People are asking, what happened to the 15 million votes? No. The question is, where the fuck did they come from?
Well, it's almost 20 million.
Yeah.
It's not 15. It's somewhere between 18.
Well, right here, because Joe Biden got allegedly 81 million scoops of ice cream. All right. Now, this right here is between 65 and 70. Okay. So it's on the lower end here. So you're looking at 66 to 81. So it's 15 million.
Yes.
Okay. That's a lot of dead people.
Yeah.
If anybody can actually give me an answer for that doesn't involve the words rigged, cheating, stolen, I'd be glad to listen to
All
you
right,
twist yourself
I got
into
one. I got
pretzels.
an excuse right here. Divine intervention.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
In the butt. We're going to read a couple more YouTube chats here, and then we'll jump back into more salt, and then we're going to go over to Rumblies and the Tumblies. Soldier Girl, back in the chat. Haven't seen you for a while, baby. Good to see you. Thank you very much for the donation. What do we got here? I'm going to move back up here. Christian Patton, how about joining the military now that Trump won? It's going to take a lot
I
longer.
can't recommend it. I can't recommend it.
It's going to take a minute for that to unfuck
the
itself.
entire officer corps is Marxist right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
they got to go.
Yeah.
Brian Rangers, I hope Trump goes after the people who backstabbed him while he was in the presidency and still claimed to be innocent, right? Yes.
Yep. Yeah, Pence.
Yep. Fan I am. Dwarf, do the runes behind you say Eam the Crow?
My clan motto is actually God provides for the crows.
Okay.
Or God feeds the crows. It's a battle motto. Because what do the crows eat after the battle? Your dead ass.
Yep.
My family clan motto is actually God provides for the crows.
I never trust anyone or anything that eats ass, for the record.
So it says feed the crows.
Let's see. Ethan Comey, are you guys sick of winning yet? Never.
No.
Popster from Brian Rangers, what did my man from Ukraine who came on the show say? What happens to women in a bad society? You talking about Z?
Yeah. Well, first of all, when everything goes to shit, feminism goes into hiding.
It evaporates
very quickly, too.
They all want to go
very
back
quickly.
to the kitchen. No one wants. They don't want to fight. They don't want to do the man stuff. But the minute all of that goes away, they want to have all the rights and special privileges, and do all of the stuff that where they can make the same amount of money. And
yeah,
in fact, I'm going to start a series called Simpology.
Simpology.
Yeah, and I'm going to have. They're going to be shorts. I'm going to get them to Steve, and they're going to be released. And I'll probably do them on my phone while I'm in the car or something.
Sounds like a simple plan.
Yeah.
What do we got here? Dwarf, I love Founders Beer from Fan I Am. You drinking a Rebeus?
I am indeed.
Outstanding. Founders is good stuff.
I love
Have you ever
Founders.
been to their actual bar? They make a phenomenal sandwich there called the Godfather.
We should go there for lunch one day.
Let's do it.
We'll do a regimental lunch.
Yeah.
Now, this next guy here, he's going to be very popular with the feminists who are stupid enough to believe that Trump's coming for your reproductive rights. Johnny Coathanger. We won! Don't put your body/soul armor away just yet. Evil does not rest. False flag incoming. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
There's a reason why guys like Vangina Jones are saying the shit that they are. It's because they want to radicalize people to take shots. They want to. Because what happened in Butler was obviously an inside job. And that's why he was whacked and the scene was cleaned before anyone was able to take forensic evidence. It's much easier if they can radicalize somebody who's totally disconnected to go in there and take their shot.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they can just cast it off as a lone wolf. Sure. Totally not radicalized by a media that's in the pocket of the establishment.
As far as this election goes, everybody's doing their little victory lap and everything. Can't rest on your laurels now, not when you've got none.
Amen to that.
Correct.
Ian Curtis, Joy Division. Okay.
There you go. Simpology and its consequences. Mad Dog 1991. Did my part in Wisconsin. Priced in at my condo here in Madison. Kind of funny watching all the people losing their collective minds over this Tuesday's results. 77 square miles surrounded by reality. Oh, you guys ready for some more salt?
Oh, yes.
Bring the salt.
Let's watch a few of these at a time, and then we'll jump into the rumblies and the tumblies and start getting through some of those chats.
All right.
Bubble bath girl status. This ought to be interesting. Oh, this is one of my personal favorites here.
Oh, this is a good one.
There's nothing more delusional than a woman who thinks that men watch her content for
Wait. Before you hit that there, we have a new bra size here. I'd like to point out the new bra size is 34C long.
I thought you were looking at the 4B there. Oh, this ought to be interesting.
baby.
Not that my content reaches a lot of men because I have an IQ of 130.
No, you don't.
But I want the men in this country to know that half the female population, we're dry. We're probably going to stay dry.
Good.
I'm dry as a desert, baby. And I don't want
That means that the other half is nice and wet.
Listen,
I'm just saying, like, this woman, for somebody with 130 IQ, allegedly, I don't believe that for a second. She's probably got a room temperature or a shoe size IQ. She would understand that there are 3.5 billion bonus hole havers on this planet. That makes her the opposite of special.
Yeah, listen, I did the whole 7-year thing. It doesn't bother me anymore. I don't care.
Clean your front butt in the sink, bitch.
it to change. Yeah, we're not going to like you anymore.
You didn't like us in the first
Like, it
place.
doesn't matter if you take away abortion. Like, we'll want to have your babies even less.
That's
right?
fine.
Even
Fine.
if you take away contraception, like, women
Which no
are
one's
really
talking about.
good
Yeah.
at celibacy because you guys are actually a threat to us.
God.
So we have a lot less.
Okay, so she's already a strong 4.5, but the second she opens her mouth, it goes down to a 1.
Don't even finish her. Don't even finish her.
Yeah, I don't need to hear this.
Yeah.
The hell with this bitch.
Yeah.
Chad, Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray already finished her.
Yep.
All over her face, neck, back, and thighs. I just these chicks, they just crack me the fuck up.
my
They
God.
honestly think that this is some sort of a threat. No, what you're doing is you are removing yourself from the gene pool voluntarily and making yourselves easy to pick out.
Well, listen, 63% of the young dudes out there are already not messing with the women out there.
Yeah.
Because they know they're not worth it.
Yeah.
The juice is not worth the squeeze. I went to the gym today. After I ran, I usually sit and bullshit with the young guys.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, what do you think of the Western women? He goes, fuck that.
Well, dude, same gym I go to. These fucking young guys, they don't want to get married. They don't want to. They say they're all whores.
Why do you think these women insist on invading men's spaces?
Correct.
It's because they want access to the top tier dudes because no one's calling them. They don't seem to understand that having a bunch of guys sliding into your DMs doesn't make you desirable or hot. It means you look attainable, which makes you, what's that word?
Easy.
Ordinary.
Ordinary.
Or
ordinary.
And easy.
Well, no, that doesn't necessarily make them easy, but it absolutely makes them ordinary. And if there's one thing that women who like to call themselves princesses and queens do not want to hear about themselves, it's that they're ordinary.
Yeah, they're still easy.
Most of them are even below average. You attempt to have a conversation with them, and you get the deer in the headlights look.
A lot of the average women nowadays, like even the ones that have like a good body, they still have like poor day-to-day habits, and there's a lot of like stuff on the face going that kind of
you mean like the face tattoos and the hog
or
rings
like excessive makeup, or like they tan a lot,
yeah.
or the drinking and the smoking.
Yeah,
It's just
fuck
they're kind of slim pickings.
Yeah.
I mean, as nasty as some modern women are, I mean, showing up to work with bazooka juice still drying in their hair is not off the table in the near future.
Oh my
God! It's probably going on now.
I woke up like this. I bet you did.
Dude, I hit the lottery. I hit the lottery on this one. My wife loves to take baths, and she has always been like super hygienic.
That's a plus.
Good.
Very much a plus.
I hit the lottery on that particular issue.
And she was the captain of the cheerleading
She
team.
was the
back in
captain of the cheerleading. I'm not lying. She was
I'm
captain
just
of the
saying,
cheerleading.
not
Married
that
the
I would
captain
know
of the
or
cheer
anything, but women who can do the splits all three ways are kind of fun.
Some of those women, when they get over 40, they have one hell of a skunk trunk down there, man. It is terrible.
It all depends on how they man the landscape down there.
No.
If they got the flavor saver.
No.
Going
They
on,
need to shave it for the wave off.
Like, and if they got like a lot of lips, it looks like Chewbacca with a stub toe or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
It's bad news bears, man.
All right, next one.
Chewbacca with a black eye. You
wow.
pick.
No, this
is hilarious.
Speaking of sweaty man boobs,
here we go.
Let it play through.
This is a guy who salts his potatoes with his boob sweat.
Trump's actually going to win this fucking thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm so pissed off. Fuck.
God! Ah!
Damn it!
Wow, what the flying fucker nuts and astro bastards was that?
So what's going on right now is he's walking off camera. He's walking off camera to get his tits milked.
I got to go get my tits milked.
These people need something in their lives. That's why they have to post this shit of them freaking out all over. Like they have to go and like set up a whole fucking angle and like get the camera all ready to go and then enact this entire fucking dramatic cesspool of emotion that they really probably don't even deep down feel.
Yep.
It's the kind of dude who calls
Fucking
the
annoying.
hooker mommy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's actually a really good example. That's fucking stupid.
I'm just saying.
Korea is a mountainous country, and Korea's topography had nothing on that guy's gut.
Oh my god!
Wow, that's pretty accurate.
Oh man, I bet he's got a fucking like the hooker has to bring a car jack over just so she can like lift his
And
guns
a
out of the
board.
way so she can get at the gherkin downstairs.
Two jacks and a board and put it under his gun.
got a jack stands for each tit. Like, what the fuck?
We're still going to hell.
That's okay.
Here we go.
Oh,
yeah.
I love her.
Bitch. It's
Great,
Rosie.
There
God,
we
what the flying? Rosie is. She's got male pattern baldness. Shit.
Okay, so how's everybody's nerves about this election?
Feeling great.
You know, let's say on a scale of 10 being can't think of anything else, and
If Julie Kavner ever dies while The Simpsons is still on the air, she's going to take over as Patty, Selma, and Marge. Are you listening to the glass gargling shit in this voice?
Yeah, she looks like Cruella.
I wonder if anybody ever actually put the magic D-peg to that.
No.
I would pray not.
I hope not.
That's a terrifying thought.
Shit,
Anyway.
man. If you ever want to...
Well, what does she say?
If you ever just want to have just irritable bowels and projectile vomit at the same time, watch East of Eden.
may need some additional medication, I'm like at a 7. At a 7. So that's all right. I can handle a 7. I'm trying not to watch so much of the news now. I'm trying to recite that amazing prayer you do in Al-Anon and AA about,
You would know.
you know, the wisdom to know the difference between the things you can and cannot change. And, you know, if you voted, if you donated, if you could, whatever you did, you participated. And now, you know, you got a week left to worry. And then it's in someone else's hands, you know.
Oh my gosh.
And I just think with all those people showing up for Kamala,
What, all 5 of them?
I don't think it's as close as they're saying it is.
Good.
I really don't.
You're right. It's
And I
6
think
million
that,
off.
The dumpster,
Careful with that
The
6
hate
million
rally
number there, you
manager.
anti-Semite.
that guy.
So this is an old one actually. This is from Halloween, so the election hadn't even happened yet.
there's
So
nothing-
that one's on you, Steve. You
All right,
picked
sorry.
that one.
No, it's just always good to listen to her because she's so.
What is her last name again?
O'Donnell.
O'Donnell. Because I get her mixed up with the other Roseanne.
They're
That's Roseanne
fucking-
Barr.
Okay.
The lack. There's just a lot of logic that's not applied, and that gives me a headache. I don't expect it. I don't expect them to have logic or like integrity or anything like that, and I should be used to it. But I still just my head hurts when I hear that stupidity. Sorry.
I really like this poll though, and I will say this in regards to that last video with Rosie, Pat and Vanna. I'd like to buy a jowl.
Oh, damn! You're on fire tonight.
Do us all a favor, Rosie. Stay off camera. We didn't like looking at you when you were young. All right.
Yep.
I feel like a sadomasochist just looking at your ugly carcass.
Are any of these people moving? Rosie, Springsteen, are any of them moving today?
Oh, they all promised, but
They
we all
said they
know
would.
how
They won't.
we all know how pedophiles like to keep their promises.
We know
The
this.
only one who ever followed through was Johnny Depp.
Yep. And he didn't shit the bed, so Amber took care of that for him.
Yep.
I love, after Kamala's concession speech, all these, people are like, well, she conceded with grace and we need to move forward and blah, blah, blah.
No, she didn't.
Do you want peace with Democrats now? 95.2% vote no.
Oh my lord!
Wait. So was that poll specifically towards like MAGA Republicans, or like just like everybody not left?
I guess people in general at this point.
All right, stand by. I have to do an announcement. All right, this is the standard announcement. We've been demonetized beyond all rhyme and reason since roughly 2015.
Dudes are being very generous tonight.
We cannot get over 133,000 subscribers for the past 5 years. Likes are being blocked. It is unbelievably just how one-sided YouBoob has become. This is not a cheap show to do. We are working on a shoestring budget, so anything that you donate will help us keep moving forward, and we deeply appreciate it. Thank you very much. Boom. All right.
You guys are awesome. Oh, wow. Yeah, I haven't seen this one yet. So, Seattle police shut down an Antifa election night riot in the area near the former Chaz Autonomous Zone occupation.
I love the Washington Mounties.
Oh, here we go.
So let me get this straight. Trump hadn't even been declared the winner yet. Obviously, at this point, it was going sort of well, but we barely really had any news. And yet, in an area that went entirely for Kamala, they still rioted?
Yeah, a shocker. Listen,
of course.
You have a bunch of people out there who have bought into the propaganda, and they're willing to go out and riot over this crap.
They're nostalgic for 2020, man. Come on.
Apparently, yeah.
Fair enough.
The summer of love.
Yeah.
I just, there's a level of pathetic to this sort of shit, especially, that I can't wrap my thinking meat around because I'm a logical person.
It hurts your head, doesn't it?
It really does.
I see. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny when I try to understand this shit. It's like you people give me a fucking headache.
Yeah. I don't understand it. I mean, wow.
And the older I'm getting, like that 95%, it's almost like they created a position to where you can't have peace with them and you can't let up. It's like you can't trust that there's anything in good faith that they're doing now.
110% correct.
You can't fucking do that. You fucked that one up.
Yep. Oh, and just a reminder to everybody, if you guys want your Pop Lake 2024 merch, this week is the last week you can get it. It's going to be pulled because obviously it's not going to be, not going to be current events anymore.
Correct.
But with that being said, I think it's about 9:42. We still have a bunch of chats to read, and a long overdue letter from Francois Lechatain that we have to read. Yep. So what I would like to do is end on this particular note here, because this dude thought that he was, I don't know, striking fear into the hearts of people that would get them out there to vote for Kamala. But instead, I guess he was trying to sell us on Trump.
Sorry about that. Right. Sorry.
Here we go.
And that Trump might be elected again. I think it's very likely. And if it happens, it is likely to be the kind of like the death blow to what remains of the global order.
Good.
That's a good thing.
He says it openly. Now, again, it should be clear that many of these politicians...
So you're trying to convince me that this is a bad thing?
Yeah.
See, this guy here, if he came out and said, I'm an Auschwitz survivor, I'd be inclined to agree with him. Look at this gaunt ghoul of a whatever he is.
He's probably a vegan.
I could buy this. If I survived to Auschwitz. Yeah, you look like it. What the fuck? Carry on.
All right, carry on. Let's get through this.
Well, at this point, living, if he has a wife at home, it's probably more like Meowschwitz.
Meowschwitz.
Politicians, they present a false dichotomy, a false binary vision of the world, as if you have to choose between patriotism and globalism.
You do.
Between being loyal to your nation and being loyal to some kind of, I don't know, global government.
You can't. You cannot split loyalties.
You literally can't.
Yeah.
Everything is very impressive. I'm going to quote Mark Hamill, who's already having a meltdown over this.
His
Amazing.
timeline is so beautiful.
Every word that just came out of your mouth was wrong.
Wow.
Wow.
We could do an hour just on Mark Hamill's timeline. It's so sad.
That's an hour of your life you will never get back.
I know, but it's delicious and salty.
My personal favorite meme that I have seen was Trump winning in 2016, and it says A New Hope. Then it shows Biden in 2020, The Empire Strikes Back, and then underneath Trump doing the fight, Return of the Jedi, and they tagged Mark Hamill in it.
Nice,
awesome.
So he saw that shit.
Fuck that guy.
Oh, fuck's sakes. I mean, I'll give the dude credit. He's an incredible voice actor. He really is.
Yes, he is.
I will give credit where it's due, but he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's better.
Jerry Conway, Shalom, MGTOW brothers, love and peace from Boston. Trump, MAGA, we did it. Hallelujah.
Don't rest on your laurels, man.
Yeah, exactly. Don't rest on your laurels. Evil never sleeps. MGTOW Mando, Pop, you have my apologies for feeding the negativity on Tuesday.
I'm going to do the negative Nelly. You were right and I was wrong dance.
I think you and Mando need to go pay the massage parlor for a hando.
No, good.
It might chill you out.
I just don't want the imagery.
I don't want the imagery either. Could you imagine that, man? Pop has that pussy. Pop has that pussy in Malaga. It would be like that scary movie.
Nope.
Pops to the chick at the ceiling with a bazooka juice geyser.
Nope.
Jesus.
Raging Sailor. Blake, we won, so Pop has to date on the cruise ship.
No, that's not going to happen.
Oh, it's not? You sure about that?
You've already done the green screen. Oh, my God.
We're still on YouTube, so I'm going to just, not play the whole thing just in case.
That's some green screen abuse, baby.
Yeah, you deserve it.
All right, move along.
Raging Sailor, dance. Damn autocorrect. Okay. He's got to dance on the cruise ship. But he could date on the cruise ship too. I'm sure he'd be very popular.
He'd probably date Isaac.
Yeah, because the gay men love the cock, but they also miss moobs.
Just remember, everyone in the regiment gets fucked with.
That's true. Armed Ohio Heathen 92, number 453, checking in. The salt mining on Twitter is exactly what I need to get me through this long work week. Can't wait to get back on my sparring and lifting grind this weekend.
Outstanding.
I am normally not on the Thursday show, but there was so much salt I had to come get a lick.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He says, back again, the right-wing baddie I've been courting for over a month now is prettier and thinner than every lefty female threatening dating and sex strikes. These 304s have absolutely no power. That is correct. And they're going to find that out. It's like, what do you think you're doing? You're threatening us with a good time. We've been telling you bitches to close your legs so that you don't have to worry about abortion. So now you think you're going to get back at us by being celibate?
And Pop, they're going to hit that second wall and discover just how powerless they are. And what do you call it? OPAF?
OPAF.
Yeah.
Old, poor, powerless, and fat. Or my personal favorite, beef. Old, bitchy, entitled, expensive, and fat.
Nice.
All right, we got a Reaper 01 story that traumatizes the public from Gendai. Let's check it out. You're over the 3-minute limit.
If you think that you have a crazy ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend story, I have you beat.
Are you sure about that?
This morning, I was in a parallel universe, also known as the bus. And as much as I need to be done with the bus for my mental health, I have never heard more wild stories in my entire life than I have in the last week and a half. It's showtime. So when I get on, there is a man that is already sitting behind me. It's a college student, and I know that because he has a backpack in the seat next to him, and he has a beanie that says FOB.
No. Anyway.
Full disclosure, I thought legitimately meant like he had a hat for a key fob. Till a man gets onto the next stop and starts walking down the aisle and is looking in my direction, and it's like, what's up, dude? And I don't know this man. And my, of course, natural reaction is to be like, what's up? He was not looking at me. He was looking at the guy behind me.
Allegedly.
He was looking at FOB. And then he was like, cool Fall Out Boy hat. And I was like, oh my God, of course it's Fall Out Boy and not FOB. Anyway, so he's like, what are you doing on the bus? I thought you lived in the dorms.
Are you too good for your home?
Next 12 minutes and 35 seconds, give or take 7 seconds, I was privy to the most wild ex-girlfriend story I have ever heard in my entire life. I will write books about this. There's in 3 parts for why the man was on the bus. Part 1, he is no longer living in a dorm. As I learned, over the summer, he broke up with his girlfriend of 4 months. That is it. Just 4 months. And she was so upset that during the first week of moving into the dorms, the very first week, he found out what dorm that he lived in, somehow got access to it, broke in and put raw chicken all around his dorm. Everywhere.
Oh, that's a good frick.
Party time! P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta.
How much raw chicken? I don't know. He didn't give details, but it was certainly enough to where the stench was so bad that the dorm was deemed unlivable.
Game over, man. It's game over.
The university actually had to step in and decide that his dorm was unlivable due to raw chicken.
Emotional damage.
Result, I discovered he then had to live with his parents in the suburbs. First week of classes, he was taking a ride share to campus. He can't do that anymore because he no longer has credit cards because she reported fraud.
Houston, we have a problem.
Calling his bank, pretending to be his mom, and saying that the card had been stolen. He got a new card. She did it again.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Recap, he now does not have a dorm on campus, and he no longer has access to banks. So his parents bought him like a very old, very used car just to be able to commute back and forth. But he can no longer use that car because on Saturday night, she appeared at their house, discovered he was using said car, and apparently, while he was sleeping, put concrete mixer in his gasoline tank.
Damn, that's awful.
Oh my God! Here's the weirdest part. I was legitimately ready to step in and be like, I know some attorneys who can help you right now.
Such heroic nonsense.
So his friend was like, what are you going to do? And he was like, I don't know, but I'm seeing her on Friday.
Oh my God.
And we might hook up.
Oh my God.
You gotta be kidding me.
Now, yeah. Look, the stinky chicken thing. Yeah, that one is that's an old trick. It's been done many times.
Now, we've all done stupid shit for poon, yes?
Yeah, yes.
But there is a line at which crazy becomes psychotic.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I think this chick crossed it.
Yeah.
Oh, she crossed it 4 or 5 times there, man.
Wow.
She crossed it 4 or 5 times.
She's going to kill him.
I think she went too far.
Wow. Going to stick his dick in it.
BT Dubs, guys, we got over 900 people still watching on YouTube and 1,145 on Rumble. Over 2,000 people watching the stream tonight. Thank you all very much for tuning in. We appreciate all of you and your donations. Speaking of which, we got Alucard 1776, moob sweat laced with skin and pus, green and yellow with a lot of smell, rotten mixed with wet dog shit shooting out of a pig's ass on a hot summer day.
Well, okay, all right, dude.
Or what Pop likes to call,
come on, man.
Or what Pop likes to call a hump day meal.
Oh.
Hey, you guys, you made the Marine flinch. Look at Dave.
Yeah,
Dave looks
that
looks sad.
That was just not. That was a lot.
That was over the top, man.
Dave looks sad.
Like, you just,
Dave, are you sad, Dave?
Well, I don't have feelings, but I just know when things are over the top.
It actually made Dave put down.
Like, there's some things in there that I was seeing in my head, and it's like, really, dog? You ain't got to do that.
You actually made Dave put his crayon down.
Like, the
that's how much you upset him.
That was disturbing.
Carry
on.
It's like
All
15 adjectives.
Your mom.
Carry on.
Cliff 3188. Evening, gents. Not a financial advisor, but you may make some money off of investing in the news networks that bash Trump, at least until their FCC license is pulled. Make their hate make you money.
That's fair.
That's very fair.
Fair enough.
Isn't there an app now that was designed so that you could actually piggyback off of all of Congress's insider trading?
Yes.
Kind of genius, actually. Rural man life. The average national total vote cast since the 2004 election, excluding the 2020 national vote cast, was 127.3 million votes. National vote cast in 2020 was 155.5 million. Let that sink in.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense mathematically, does it? Because the law of mathematical averages exists for a reason, and you literally have to disregard it. Just like you have to disregard Darwinism in order to believe in Marxism. Okay? It doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah, statistically, it's impossible.
Yeah. If you need to cast reality aside to believe your bullshit, it's not going to go too well for you.
Well,
not long term.
isn't it my reality though, or my truth?
My lived
Yeah,
truth.
My truth. You can fuck yourself.
There's a word for that. It's called perspective.
As soon as somebody says my lived truth, this is what I hear in my head.
You've reached your limit on talking. Shut the fuck up.
There we go.
Meth and dicks.
I gotta learn those buttons. I need to learn those buttons.
Bitchevix from LB Weaver. Yes, Bitchevix. I like that. Count Chad the Impaler. I'm going to suggest to Billy Von Baum that he does pop in a furry suit.
Don't do that.
You can put Pop in Muppets Most Wanted. That should be hilarious.
Do the furry suit.
N2 Gas.
Hang on. Carry on.
N2 Gas. Rumor mill has the EPA and the auto cafe standards going the way of the dodo bird. I'm fine with that.
That would be good. Yeah, that would be very good.
The EPA has as much use as the FDA.
Well, first of all,
they're
They
bought,
both
sold,
go.
and paid for, and they don't do their jobs.
They can all go.
Yeah, and one of the tricks of the big corps used to be to sick the EPA on the smaller competition, and they couldn't afford to deal with all the bullshit.
Well, that's why the big money companies have switched to Democrats. They realize that regulation is far better to
destroy
your competition than actually trying to, I don't know, produce something.
And Democrats are a lot easier to buy than it is to buy out a whole economy.
Big time.
Yep.
Rural Man Life, correction, 155.5 million of the 2020 national total votes cast. No problem. Close enough. And to Gas, can I get a hell yeah to have the NFA waffle stomped back into the last century?
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Steve was the only one who made it sound like a question. Are you sure? Sure? Do you need a moment to think about it?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's like these women who speak to you exclusively in questions. And so I was like out at the club the other night, and like there was this hole in the wall in the bathroom, and I thought, well, that must be where I need to pee. And then something felt like corn on the cob. It was odd, but kind of cool. Fucking weirdos.
Wow.
That was a little specific and detailed there, Blake.
There's so much detail.
I'm telling you,
tonight,
it's
dude.
like life at Clutch Cargo back in 2003. That was a hive of scum and villainy.
Clutch
That
Cargo.
developed.
Man, wow.
Look,
Where the hell was that?
Pontiac.
I want the ecstasy.
No,
and
that's the
STDs
new.
rubbing
That's
on
the
me.
new Clutch Cargo. The old Clutch Cargo was way the fuck downtown.
Pontiac.
Yes, it was downtown Pontiac.
Yep.
And
No, Detroit.
Oh, no,
I'm talking the 1980s.
Oh, no, I'm
No.
thinking like 2000s.
Yeah, 90s and 2000s.
I literally, I was there the
2000s.
night before Halloween. They had a costume contest. I literally saw these two sluts, one dressed as an angel, one dressed as a devil, beating the shit out of each other. It was so ironic and delicious. My girlfriend and I at the time were just watching like, and now we've seen everything. You want to go home? Yeah, let's go home.
All right.
And then a few months later, she broke up with me over a dream.
Yeah, the hell with her.
You remember her. Count Chad the Impaler mwahaha, sent the suggestion to Billy Von Baum. With a little luck, we'll see Pop as a furry. Until then, how about a singing Pop? Pop's second favorite video of all time.
I hate this one.
Oh, it bounced off his head.
Fucking cock in my face, man.
Well, you asked for cock before
I don't
the
want any
show.
more cock.
You wanted cock, we're giving you cock.
That was
I'm safe in the fallback
Oh,
position way upstate.
Fucking, that was terrible. Dicks flying around everywhere.
Better the fall back position than the sling back position.
Yeah,
Shit's
well, you
just
don't
weird.
need none of that.
LB Weaver, 3 words about Ben Shapiro. Christ is king.
Yeah.
The reason why the Jews don't want to acknowledge him is because,
What?
one, it's embarrassing to murder your own Messiah, and two, it means that you're not the chosen ones anymore.
Who cares?
And that you can't,
I'm not falling for that
malevolently
bullshit.
fuck with the entire world because you feel entitled to it. Mando, as far as the election, Trump and Thanos have something in common. They are inevitable.
Yeah.
I don't even know who you are. Alucard 1776. How about Night of the Pillow?
Night of the Pillow.
Night of the Pillow for
There you
Mr.
go.
Biden, yes. That's the last Stephen King book that he'll write before he dies. An evil demonic pillow hunting down people in an old folks' home with a black JFK and Bruce Campbell as Elvis again. I would go watch that one. Raging Sailor 2024, Trump MAGA 2025, Polivier, Make Canada Great Again. Is it Poilevre? I don't even know how that's pronounced.
Don't we have a letter from Lasha?
Yes, we do, but we're getting through these. I'm going to read that one last. N2 Gas, I bet $100 against Trump so that the result would always be bittersweet.
All right.
Hey, whatever works for you, bro. Shooter 130, a little off topic, but have you guys seen all the feminists shaving their heads and joining this 4B?
Yes.
Where they claim they're going to stop being promiscuous.
Who cares?
Ladies, don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, I'm so just aghast that I can't put the hose to Imperator Furiosa.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ugh.
Or Sinead O'Connor the later years.
Oh, my God.
Puking on a pile of shit. Mando, as the fat baron from Dune would say, the salt must flow. Correct.
Yep.
Steve Oink, you guys need the Cartman scene.
Your tears of unfathomable sadness are delicious.
I'm going to keep that clip, though. Thank you. Western Citizen, last show I made an error in reporting the cost of a weapons shipment to Ukraine. The cost was $400 million, not $900 billion.
Okay.
Pops announced live. I just wanted to clarify that I was wrong.
Yeah, well,
Ukraine's not going to get their money anymore, so fuck them.
That's right.
Digital Do One. I always ask the women who say their rights are being taken away, what rights? They usually storm off.
Yep.
Yes.
That's exactly what it is. They'll call you a bigot and they'll storm off because they actually don't have answers, which would be an admission that they believe something that isn't true just because they want to.
The stock answer is, you know what rights.
You know what rights.
And which rights are those? Like, no, I don't actually. Tell me. What isn't that when Kamala was on Fox News with Brett Baer, and she's like, well, you know what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't. Tell me. And her face was like,
yeah.
And her vagina neck was like, Alucard, are you sure that she isn't a sea witch like Ursula in the video?
Yeah, I can see it.
Sounds
There's a
about
possibility
right.
there.
All the tentacles are just penises.
Oh.
Anonymous, send Rachel Mad Cow to Gaza. They have conversion therapy for LGBTQ WTF-LOL that involves tall buildings and gravity.
Okay.
Yep, you're going to be straight as an arrow all the way to the ground.
That's the Baghdad Cordless Bungee Jumping Club.
Nice.
Wow.
Love it.
God damn, that was good. That was good.
Professor Blake Pooass Blaster 3000. Hey, if Digital Dave likes to bang that guy's wife and he gets banged by that guy, would that consider him a down low Dan?
I wouldn't be
Hashtag
getting banged by the guy and just bang the chick because the dude's a cuck and he would video it and we'd get money because that's what they're into.
Hashtag fear the syrup.
I mean, if he's into getting pegged, that's his thing. But
pegging's not new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
Hey.
Digital Do number one. CNN and their ilk, I'm guessing is what you're trying to see. CNN and their ilk should be grateful now that they have someone to blame and shame for 4 years with Trump. Oh yeah, the Trump bump is very real.
But the thing is that the mainstream media they're obsolete now.
Yeah.
Because people don't listen to them anymore.
Yeah, Elon Musk is essentially correct when he says the people are now the media.
Yep.
By the way, some years ago, I actually made a logo for that. So.
Oh God, that's hilarious. Shouldn't there be like a tomato splat in there somewhere?
I can probably arrange for that, but yeah.
You need to put that on a bumper sticker.
It's not the fall that kills you; it's that sudden stop at the end.
Actually, if you want that, that'd be hilarious. But put like a rainbow background in there.
Yeah,
we'll put
we
it
can do that.
Yeah,
that was the original logo. I did that back in I think 2000 even or somewhere
Seriously.
when we were still pretty active in Iraq.
Seriously, update that. Make sure it's good pixel depth. We will sell that in the merch shop. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Okay.
Alucard, dwarf, are those runes in the background?
Yes.
Those are runes. It is Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, and it is my clan's motto, which I mentioned earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
LB Weaver. She's a strong and independent victim. Yep. Or as we like to call them around here, Schrodinger's feminists.
Yep.
Empowered when it suits them, victim when it doesn't.
Yeah.
Mando, hell, I can't get a date out of a calendar. Her sex strike means nothing.
Damn.
3 sex strikes and you're out of the gene pool, bitch. Overseas 27 Rangers, Pop and Blake. What the hell are these stupid women talking about? They offer nothing to men. And historically? I don't know. Maybe there was a voice text error in there. They offer nothing to men. Speaking, never invest in liabilities.
Correct.
Oh, historically speaking, never invest in liabilities. Correct, Imundo.
Yeah, they bring nothing to the table.
Yeah. Read your super chats before you send them in. Unless you're drunk, then I just understand.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Western Citizen. Women were allowed an education to keep them off the streets and out of sex work. How's that working out? PhD educated sex workers, bro. And we know what the PhD stands for. Pretty huge dildos in the dishwasher. Count Chad the Impaler had a great weekend in New York City with my opera singer's sister. Met her the first time in 2023. At night, hit my girlfriend doggy style and made her queef at 20x. Morning, I took a pic of her in front of the restaurant called Talking Tacos. Should we start calling feminists Talking Tacos? That'd be hilarious.
I don't see why we can't.
My personal favorite one that I see online when you see these videos from these crying, reeing, whiny babies on TikTok, silence rib.
Ooh. I love it.
The McRib is back.
The
Stop
McRib
calling
is
me
back.
that.
Yeah.
Give her a shamrock shake all over her ribs.
I used to say that to my ex-wife when we have a little bit of a fight. I'd be like, all right, I've had enough. Give me my goddamn rib back.
Yeah. Silence rib. Anonymous. That story reminds me of my days at Safeway. A fish department guy hated the store manager after leaving a horrible stench started emanating from the manager's office. Found a big fish above the ceiling panels. Somebody watched Grumpy Old Men.
That was another common joke we did to each other in the Army.
Like hiding dead animals in the office.
Fish.
Oh,
Fish.
just a fish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, raw chicken now, too, is added to that.
Well, that was done a few times, too. It's really bad when they put it in your boots.
I only ever saw the fish once.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fish happens.
Yes.
Fish happens.
Fish happens. Yeah.
Fish does happen, yes.
Yeah.
Especially when they don't wash their pussy in the sink. Alucard, as my friend said, if I have to get involved, they will have to completely rewrite all the Geneva Convention laws. Now you see why.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. LB Weaver is asking, are you uncomfortable, Battle Dwarf?
What?
I don't know.
Why would
This
I-
was where we're
I don't
talking
know.
about
What?
the bazooka juice talk.
That might. I was just a little sicked out, but not really
Sicked out.
Well, I don't want to think about Pop going to the rub and tug.
Yeah,
I
nobody wants to think about
I
that.
just suggested it for his own personal sanity, of which
I
he has
don't-
precious little left.
I don't need any fondalization, thank you.
Fondalization.
I'm good.
Fondalization and fornification. Digital Dude, my best friend is a millionaire, but he buys most clothes except socks, underwear, and shoes from thrift stores. His girlfriend's dad died, and he got an 85 Lincoln Town Car, even though he has 2 new ones.
Nice.
That's called being smart with your money, bruh.
Yeah,
I buy all these
exactly.
shirts on eBay.
You don't become a millionaire by being stupid with your money.
That's right.
Well, actually, no. You can become a millionaire in the age of OnlyFans, you become a millionaire just for stupid reasons. But whether or not you can stay one depends on whether or not you're smart.
Pop's over here. I bought these shirts on eBay, but then you show up at Pop's door one day and there's like 2 Xboxes, a battle axe, 3 freaking large cans of Russian surplus ammo.
Sounds about right.
I'm a war hoarder. You got me. What can I say?
I just love that call. Dude, got a battle axe in the mail. Is it cool? Yeah. All right.
That's exactly what I said.
That's exactly what happened.
I didn't remember. I'm like, is it cool? He's like, oh, yes. I'm like, great.
I would still love to make a movie about zombie shopping.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was hilarious. I wrote a script, and it disappeared on one of my laptops, and it had a hilarious joke in it. Because I wrote this whole narrative about you doing zombie shopping, and you had an ex-wife and a kid, and she comes over one day and finds all these honey-baked hams stacked up floor to ceiling in the dining room. And she's like, why the fuck? Who needs 12 honey-baked hams? You're like, why? You want half of those too?
We could do that, but I want to get like a 5-year-old kid with a Viking axe chopping shit in the background.
It would be like in the same neighborhood as Jay and Silent Bob took place.
Yes.
It would be like 3 blocks down from all of that.
You gotta have just two guys hanging outside of Pop's house waiting for the Amazon truck to come by.
Yeah.
Little Mary Jane, you wanna? Digital Do. Blake asked Dwarf to send the cordless bungee jump logo to you and send it to me, please. That's great. I'm not going to send it to you.
We're going to put it in the merch.
We're going to put it in the merch shop.
It's going to be in the merch, bro.
Suck it. Alucard wants a Hillary. Why am I not surprised? We're going to bring back Fat Hillary.
What the ass? What is that? Make that one not be. What's wrong with you?
That's a Dollar Tree.
That's horrendous, is what that is.
That's more than a Dollar Tree right there, dude.
No, she's in the Dollar Tree.
I don't know. She's not. She ate the Dollar Tree.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh, my.
She looks like she's about to shit out Whoopi Goldberg.
There's all kinds of devil's braille on that pooper.
Yep, that's why you got to join Pop's Braille reading courses so you can read the fat on your girlfriend's ass while you're banging her in the dark.
That's exactly what that is.
Oh, love the memes over on Odyssey Blankets. He's got SpongeBob holding up a box that says "All Reliable," and it says "How to get the liberal tears flowing," and it's the electoral map of 2024.
It's fantastic.
Führer fucking suck. Gee, I wonder who this is. What up, you blown out bonus hole belligerents? Hi, Jackal. I was able to get home for the show tonight, fucking finally. Keep an eye on your email, Gay Cruise Cap Taint, because I will need some stream elements adjusted with Photoshop, which I don't have. Jimmy, it is official. I am starting streaming this year. Damn it. No, we'll look forward to that, and we'll be happy to come on your show if you want.
Yes.
I have Photoshop. I might be able to help you out.
Oh, yeah, I'll help you out, man. I'll send them to you, send them to me. Whoever gets to them first.
We'll figure it out.
Or if you want to divide the job.
Yeah.
Fiona fucking Sock follows that up with $50. Thank you very much, good sir. Never expected that from you. You're a young kid. You got to save up for shit. They need to understand bigger ass doesn't mean higher sexual value. That ass becomes a bacteria basket, calamity collector, grime grabber, filth fetcher, and DK depot.
Oh,
baby
wow.
Gravy graveyard between those massive fat sacks you call cheeks. Jailbird. Baby gravy graveyard. You got to write that shit down.
All right, stand by. Please email me this list, Redonkulas12 gmail.com. I need this list.
Why are we even here? Let's just let Jackal take over the show. All right. Baby gravy graveyard. I'm going to remember that shit till the day I croak. Steve's losing it over here.
You got to write that down. You got to write that down.
The delivery, though, I wasn't prepared for that level of.
Woo!
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Can you imagine that? Like, imagine that as pillow talk, right? Dude's, he delivers his load right to the warehouse, and he's just like petting her, looking up at her, and she's looking down at him. What are you doing? I'm just stroking the baby gravy graveyard. Wait, where are you going? Come back. Where you going? You're not even going to shower first? Oh, that's just nasty.
Yep.
And she's gone.
All right.
He says, Jailbird Jamal liked your fat ass, but we don't. Diet. Hot damn.
Jailbird Jamal.
I thought I was an asshole. This dude Jackal's
awesome.
got me beat. I can appreciate this, though. I respect your hustle, good sir. You're on a good path. Mungo Harry donated 50 over on MGTOW. Thank you very much, sir. Another Bulwer Lytton 2024 winner in Westerns. Even a Lone Ranger has to adapt to changing times. So with unemployment rising below 2%, when Tonto announced that he was finally quitting the pro bono law enforcement game to get his real estate license, the closest in aging John Reed had been able to come to replacing his trusty Indian companion was Ganesh Sarvapindi, a fair shot and a so-so horseman with an annoying habit of referring to his new boss as Kimo Sahib.
Kimo Sahib.
I like it.
Wow.
That is funnier than it really has any right to be.
Yeah.
Crazy Uncle. I don't have the video on hand, but... Oh, hang on. Did any of you see the old whammon that was watching the results of the Erection, saw Trump won over VP Harry Ass, left the room for a moment, came back, and proceeded to take a Louisville slugger to the TV?
Yeah, I saw that one.
I did not see that one. Can you please find it, Crazy Uncle? Because I'm always looking for good entertainment.
Yes.
It sounds phenomenal. He follows it up with watch for this closely because it has already begun. With the Trump victory and RFK going full pick up the soap on the poison industry they pass off as food, I'm already seeing snack food companies talking about discontinuing certain items.
Good.
And the stock market is blowing the fuck up today.
I hope to God that they don't touch my first girlfriend, Little Debbie.
Oh, she's not going anywhere. And I love it. 12 hours after Trump was announced the winner, Hamas called for an end of the Israel conflict.
Yep.
It's almost like they know you fuck around.
You're going to find out.
And the more you fuck around,
the more you find out.
And to fuck around is human.
To find out is divine, because that's where you're going. I like it.
He says, pretty sure Fritos is one of them, but this is a first step. The next step is releasing tech like frequency healing and a few others that sound insane. But
I use frequency healing.
They actually work. Yeah. Oh yeah, it has been. There's been actual scientific evidence, not the kind that gets paid for by tax subsidy and therefore essentially bribery, that you can actually regrow hair with infrared light therapy at 660, whatever that symbol is.
650. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a cap I wear for my head.
Oh, I know. You fashioned it out of a belt, correct?
Yes, I did.
I have
Do you really?
cap if you want.
Yes.
I have an actual cap that is confirmed to broadcast at that frequency if you're interested, and it's not too expensive.
All right.
This is at the same level as the weird alchemist shit I found in your bathroom that one day.
Well, that shit works, man.
Years ago.
That's just what he uses to scrub his sack.
No, he literally.
No.
He literally just moved in. It had been like 1 or 2 days. And I'm getting up in the morning. I walk out, and he's sitting there brushing his teeth, and he leans out. What's up with this Frankenstein factory on the fucking counter?
The Frankenstein factory.
That's exactly what he called it.
That's better than being a fecal freak, I suppose. But that is like my new favorite term for the alphabet mafia, fecal freaks. I lost my shit when Sarge said that during the movie.
He says some hilarious.
I have to say, Dave is sitting there in his Adidas.
Dude, I'm going on 2.5 hours trying to take a piss.
Go take a fucking piss. We don't need you.
Wait, go.
You're a rusty third wheel.
You look like your fucking football team is losing, and you're Slavic.
Seriously, go take a piss.
Hang on. Steve. When he first showed up, I gave him a whole bunch of pot roast beef stew stuff.
Good, dude.
And it was on camera. He was eating all of that on camera. We weren't on the air yet.
Dude.
But he just looks like a fucking Russian, and his favorite soccer team is losing.
Dude, stop. Just keep going.
Keep going.
You look like you're about to beat the shit out of a woman at the Olympics.
Keep moving.
Shut the fuck up, Dave.
Keep going.
All right, keep going.
I'm just saying, no one around here is going to hold it if you wait.
Keep going.
I can see the wishful thinking in your beady little
Nobody's
eyes.
going to hold it if you go.
Keep going.
Don't worry about it.
Let's keep it going.
We got to get you home before 10:30.
You want to bitch about pissing, you won't even go. Gonna damage your prostate.
Yep.
Maverick 7508. Sup, Pop? Glad to see that they couldn't organize a good rigging this time, and I'm looking forward to where our country will be in 4 years. I know there is much to do, and 4 years isn't enough. That's very correct.
Correct.
It takes a lot longer to undo damage than it does to make it.
Oh my!
But I'm also hopeful that more people will wake up as life gets better. Now let's see what we can get done to save the people and let them embrace their haminja, whatever that means. See you at the bridge someday, Pop. What is this word?
Not till I'm 65.
Haminja. And he follows it up with, by the way, what are the runes on Dwarf Stream supposed to say? We've already
covered that. Move along.
Moisture Patrol, my favorite screen name. Bring on the commie salty tears. I need to reap the harvest. May I offer you fine men some sodium horide?
Sodium horide.
It's going in the
book. It's good.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right, we're going to jump into Pop's email here and look at the K-Shaps, and then we'll do one last run through with all of the other stuff. Don't worry, Fucked Up but Funny will resume next week. Rusty Shackelford for Shut Up and Take My Money, you savages! Thank you, Rusty. As long as your last name isn't Trombone, I'm totally cool with it.
Oh, jeez.
Joe sent in 10 with a thank you and a thank you, sir. Sean St. George, who hurt you? How much time do you got? oh, that's a good one. Who hurt you? How much time do you got? yeah. Next time a woman asks who hurt you, just say, how much time do you got?
Yeah.
It's a good way to retort. HKC, $5 to keep on keeping on.
All right, stand by. We have over 1,100 people on Rumble watching and we have 247 likes. Are you out of your fucking mind? Are we gonna have to pull out the fat Hillary on your asses? Because we can do that.
The fat Hillary.
No.
I will go redneck Hillary on y'all asses. It is the easiest thing to do. Okay, instead of touching your pee-pee, just touch the like button, and then you can put your hand back on your pee-pee.
Yeah,
okay?
do it.
Or if you're Suze McCarley and the other ladies in the chat, the moms of the regiment or the sisters of the regiment, you flick your bean, whatever you got to do. Just don't put your fingers under my nose because that's a classic mistake, and I don't want to make it.
Yes.
Suze for epic show tonight, $30. Thank you very, very much. Vincent Van Gogh, fuck yourself, sent in 15 for these whiners are all failed theater kids.
Ooh, that's a really good burn.
Yeah, if you can't cry on command, don't pretend to cry on camera. It's pretty damn obvious.
That's
just
spot
saying.
on. That's spot on.
Digital Do sent in for stream subject line. What? I don't know what that means, bro. Whatever works, though. A Webster. This is a new one. I haven't seen this in the chat before. Thank you very much for donating 20, Webster. No comments are there. And then we've got, Polska Bob. Good to see you, sir.
All
I haven't seen
right.
you in a while. Sent in 24 beer monies. I like the rack on the Dutch chick you got in there, too.
Yeah.
Freaking standing. All right, jumping back over to YouTube for a moment. How many watching over there? 869 still watching.
Awesome.
That's nice.
Hell
Wow.
to the yes. You guys are
Good
awesome.
night.
Thank you very
What
much
happened?
for
I
sticking
guess-
with us.
Yeah.
All right.
People like their sodium horide.
Yeah. I love this. The Plains Warrior, now DJ T1. Are y'all coming off the DHS list? That would
No.
be nice.
I'm on all the very best lists. I guarantee
Yeah, Steve and I are on many lists.
I was
All
actually
of it.
very surprised when I went to my polling station and they said I hadn't voted yet. So
Good.
Considering us and the fact that we actually were one of the only people who did post one of the Whitmer protest videos back in 2020.
Yeah.
Like when I went to my polling station in Berkeley, Michigan, I walked in there and I fill out the thing, I sign it, and I gave them my ID, and they literally had the DMV thing there.
Yeah.
And they like, okay, they look at them. Okay, here you go. And I'm like, all right.
Outstanding. Brian Rangers, I'm getting tired of weak women talking about violence when they don't even know what that is. Well, even better than that is when you have weak, mentally deficient, room temperature females trying to tell you what a real man is when they didn't have a father at home.
All right, first of all, hang on.
And they can't keep one to save their lives.
Army combatives in the civil affairs, they brought in people from Georgia to teach combatives. And I remember I was down there drinking a soda, watching this pandemonium unfold. And this one female that we had in the unit, she was maybe 5'8" and about 145. She was in really good shape. And she's like, yeah, I'll take you. And the instructor's like, oh really? Boom! And the look on her face as she's going up. And I was just like, yeah. That's real combat, baby.
Equal rights and equal left.
Yep.
Oh, goodness gracious. 9NDA3. Blake is on fire today.
He's
Thank you
always
very
on
much.
fire.
As long as it's on fire in a good way and not the burning ring of fire, I'm a happy guy.
We don't need that.
No one needs that. That's why I stay away from the holes in the wall. Black and White Rose. Who are these chicks going to stop banging? They can't resist Chad. They're soy boy boyfriends who voted for Harris to punish the Chads who voted for Trump. Yeah, you may
every
have
every single one of those videos needs to be followed with a happy hour later.
Yes.
Oh my God, you're totally correct.
These OnlyFans chicks may have to start fucking their cameramen.
Yeah.
Who knew? Fan I am. Pop should get a massage from Gina Carano, and she finishes by
Oh,
giving
no.
him a Handalorian.
No, I'm good.
I'm just saying, if Gina offered, I would have a hard time turning her down.
Gina Carano
I don't need that. That's problems.
That's problems. No, she's pretty based though. Pete Meyer, future pop singing. Future pop. We already did that one.
He wants a singing pop.
We already did it.
We did future pop.
Lankter man. I wore my Trump 2020 MAGA cap into work yesterday. Enough said. Let the justice flow to Hunter and his ilk. I think I don't give a shit about Hunter. I want Joe to languish in prison where he will enjoy dropping the soap and eating his ice cream for all of the treasonous fucking shit that he has done.
If Joe goes to prison for all the treason that he's done, he'll only be there for 2 years because that's all he's got left.
He's going to die.
Yeah, he's done.
It would be like elder abuse to put him in there. Not like the last 4 years haven't been elder
When
abuse.
my grandmother started showing the signs of Alzheimer's or dementia, whatever you want to call it, like she only had like 18 months left.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she was doing a lot of the same stuff old Joe was, except, she wasn't a politician.
Yep. Hey, James McLeod, read the screen. Pop, how can we send you beer money without YouTube taxing it? Cash App, right here. It's coming up. $sign Redonkulas. We appreciate every donation over there because that is the only way that we get 100% of your donations. YouTube literally takes half.
Yeah. Well, Stripe and Square, they take like 7%.
Yeah, Stripe and Square is a lower percentage, but YouTube now is taking half.
Correct.
So every time you guys donate a big sum on YouTube, I'm sorry to say, half of it goes to Marxism.
Correct.
Amazing how communists love capitalism as long as it works for them. They just don't want it for you.
Yeah.
Nefarious Demology sent in 50. Thank you so much, good sir. As soon as the 36 to 38 revelation occurred to Pop, he lost all heart. He should know narratively that fate rarely sneaks in. It always hammers the protagonist directly between the eyes at the worst moment. That's 2 for flinching.
Yeah. He's not wrong.
And the dildo of consequences rarely arrives lubed.
That's very, very true. It's quite horrible. All right, we got a bunch more over here on Rumblies and the Tumblies. Alucard, how many evil geniuses are in the chat? We're currently 1,121.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Cliff 3188. Any pardons Kamala hands out? If the pardon commits another crime, she and her whole staff need to be charged with accessory to the crimes. Trump needs to do this to previous administrations too.
Kamala can't hand out pardons. That's the president.
No, she can't.
Nope.
Leary Mac, can we get cootie juices on my dishes?
At the end, yes.
Yeah, we'll do cootie juices at the end here because we still have Francois Le Chatain's letter to read.
Yep.
So no more super chats, please and thank you. I appreciate every single one of them, but we have a letter to read that's been languishing in development hell now for 2 months.
And this dude's a good dude.
Yes, he is. He's been on the show before, and he's in the middle of his walkabout. He's giving us all an update. Raging Sailor, what's your favorite mouthwash flavor? Cootie juice, bazooka cream, man boob sweat, or post-ruck march ball sack?
Oh, my God!
Oh, God!
That's got to be an old infantry guy. That's an old infantry guy right there. Oh, my God.
All right. Somebody's asking me specifically for the light frequency for hair growth, so I am going to bring it up right now.
650 nanometers.
It is actually incorrect.
Oh, it's this?
It's 606. Is that what it's called? Nanometers?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here, because I know that they publish it all over the damn place, and I'm trying to remember exactly. But I believe it is 660 nanometers.
Ah, 60? All right.
Yeah, 660.
I'm off by 10.
Just go gracefully, man. Just go gracefully. It's fine.
If it stays where it is, I'm happy with it. It actually takes me far less time to do my hair this way.
Yeah.
So I don't really care. And then I think there's also another one for like higher intensity to actually warm your scalp and help with stem cell growth is like 880 or something like that. So a combination of the two working in tandem.
I got to do some research on that.
Digital Do One. All right, my girlfriends came over to give me some loving and watch the show. One of the Filipinas said Pop would attract a good woman in the Philippines.
Yeah.
I was afraid I'd break them. They're 4'11" and 95 pounds. Yeah, been there, done that. It looked like I was stuffing a Cornish hen with a baseball bat.
Oh my God!
What? Too soon?
Too soon? Too soon?
Tomahawk. As Blake keeps saying, we still have over 2.5 months till inauguration. I will be shocked and amazed if bullshit doesn't pop off before then. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You can expect continuous riots. You can expect more assassination attempts. All the above.
Yeah.
Well, maybe all the people who fucking think they're fucking tough will get to. A lot of fucking people who run their fucking mouth are gonna
find out how tough they
find out how fucking real mental resilient they are.
I like it.
I kind of do too. I just because I don't advocate something doesn't mean I don't like it.
Yeah.
As I've said, there's people I've come across. It's like, I know you don't want to fight me. You want to hit me, but you don't want to fight me.
That's very true. Yes.
All right, next one.
Or what did what's his name on Duck Dynasty say that that compassion does not require agreement or advocacy.
Yep.
No.
It's like I feel bad for these people who are gender confused.
That's what
What I stand against is them trying to spread that confusion to children.
Yes, the grooming.
Which, of course, they assure me is not happening, right? So,
No, it is. There's
and that's
songs
why
about
the
it on
parents keep
Twitter.
getting kicked out of these school board meetings for reading from the books that they're wanting
Are
your
in
kids to
there.
read.
That's fucking bull. That's so
Yeah,
funny, though.
that's
All right, we got Francois Lechatin's letter. All right,
Bring it on.
He's writing this on. Oh, okay, so it's actually a little sooner than I thought. October 15th. In the afternoon is a kind of a follow-up or update to what I wrote on Monday, March 25th, to the Not So Live from the Lair episode entitled, Is It Time to Go Off the Grid? That you uploaded to Odyssey and MGTOW.tv on June 17th. Before I forget, since the phrase of a kind of follow-up or update I have written, kind of follow-up or update at the very least here, I shall provide. By the way, I do apologize for taking so long in seeing about that. So in April, I did make a few more unsuccessful attempts at getting a movie director, studio, or producer from Miami or nearby interested in my screenplays while I was busy mostly with the preparation of my return motorbike trip to Canada up old U.S. Highway 1. Basically all the way from Key West, Florida to Fort Kent, Maine. The way that Maine has been voting, it should be Fort Cunt.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I visited Key West itself twice in a fortnight, starting on April 17th, and in early May, before I should actually leave the southern tip of the Floridian Peninsula, I took a beginner's handgun class at an established local shooting club. Always a good idea. Everybody should do it.
Yep.
The actual return road trip began from Coral Gables, Miami-Dade County, Florida on Tuesday, May 7th, and I would indeed cross the Canadian border at the level of Fort Kent, Maine, and Clare, New Brunswick by the afternoon of Wednesday, May 15th. Yes, if I got to do this all over again, I would definitely plan on taking about twice as long because as I was in such a hurry to leave the U.S. soil for immigration-related reasons, I found myself not reaching my stopover destination until way late in the evening most of the time, after riding on distances of up to 350 miles on roads of variable quality, generally quite lesser than that of an actual interstate highway.
Welcome to America.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, go just put some hot water in the potholes in Cleveland, and you can make a hot tub.
Yep.
I know I am indeed such a stubborn fellow in more ways than one. But I absolutely wanted to stick to the current official route of old U.S. Highway number 1 without using a GPS or any other piece of tech that may have come out in the last 30 years as I was on the road, per se. Besides, in more ways than one, you can tell that since the late 1960s, or at least the middle of the 70s, the old system of U.S. highways has been totally taken over by the current one of interstate highways. For example, at some point in the southern part of the American state of Georgia, going northward, you may need to make a major turn in order to keep on following said official route, and there may be only one small sign that tells you shortly ahead about that. Now, if you do so much as blink at the wrong time, you may miss it. And therefore, you find yourself going the wrong way on the wrong road for God knows how long. So it is no wonder that I got lost several times trying my damnedest to stick to that old darn U.S. highway between West Palm Beach, Florida, and Providence, Rhode Island. The worst instance of that program occurred in Washington, District of Columbia, in what somewhat rainy evening of May 10th. Gosh, I'm sorry. But I really hated, and I mean hated, that fornicating, convoluted city. It's a shithole. And I'm not just talking about the people up in Congress, the people there in general.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like diarrhea spewing from an asshole fountain over there. I don't mind telling you that it took me over 2 hours to figure my way back onto old U.S. Highway 1 because, of course, the road signage was so clear that I had accidentally deviated from it upon crossing the Potomac River. And out of that cesspool of inadequacy and ignorance. No, seriously, whatever I do in life from now on, and as much as I can help it, I shall avoid that place like the plague in the future. So much, among other attractions, for possibly ever visiting the Lincoln Memorial. I prefer the one with a monkey head on it. After such hardships, I shudder to think of what it was like, or of what like, After such hardships, I shudder to think of what like which things might be in that regard. Okay. Upon crossing the cities of New York, I think you might have needed a proofread on this one, Francois.
It's a little bit of
and of Boston, Massachusetts. However, in those two cases especially, I didn't get lost at all, not even in the Bronx. Keeping on making a good point of sticking to old U.S. number 1 again and again. In fact, following that route specifically, I quite literally breezed through the home of the Bruins in the National Hockey League. Then I stayed 4 nights in my hometown of Rimouski, eastern Quebec, before moving on to Chambly, Quebec, which is where most of my close relatives currently live. I first stayed there for 2 weeks before I left for Mississauga, Ontario. I haven't had to pronounce most of these in so long. I hope I'm doing them right. Where I should spend the better part of the last June, and then I returned to Chambly for a better part of the summer. Finally, I spent the better part of last month, September of 2024, in Mississauga, Ontario, and I'm currently staying again in Chambly, Quebec, thus within easy reach of the aforementioned relatives. But I really do not wish to remain in this situation much longer. The thing is, among other problems with said situation, that basically I am unfortunately not free to watch your show live or even download any of the videos from Redonkulas. Oh, and finally, I am sending as attachments to this email 50 single pictures in groups of 2 pictures each of artistic representation of the beauty of female nudity.
Nudity.
Most of them are from Europe's DOMI, which stands for Dirty Old Men Association International.
I love it!
And some from Quebec's Mea Culpa. I assembled this slideshow in the relatively early days of my interest in the appreciation of female nudity in photography back in the summer of 2003. Unfortunately, I have long since lost any notion or idea of the first name or picture name of some of the models who can be seen there. They're too old to worry about now anyway. Once again, I wish to thank you, true gentlemen and scholars, greatly for everything. And once more, if I've been able to help at least in some small part toward your goals, indeed the goals of all of us, I am still most profoundly happy. Take care of yourselves and see you sometime, somewhere, in one way or another.
All right.
Thank you very much, Francois. I'm glad that I finally got to read your letter. And that sounds like one hell of a road trip.
Well, listen, a walkabout, it doesn't really have a time length. So, yeah. It was a good time.
What is this? Somebody emailed me a request for homo suspicion points. Can I get a copy of that? Because one of my friends said some really suspicious shit and I need to call him out.
That was like what, the 4th or 5th episode I ever did.
Oh, no, he wants the homo suspicion point. I'm guessing you want. Let me know if you want the episode or if you want this. You are fined 1 homo suspicion point for violation of the Man Code Morality Statute. Write me back on that one, Rex, and I will hook you up with what you need. All right. I want to say that looks like everything. We got a couple of things from Digital Do here. Thank you very much. Any new Cash apps? Nope. One more check over here on the U-boobs. That should be all. Yep, we lost some people here. I figured we would during the story there.
Yep.
683 still watching over on YouTube. 1,076 watching over on Rumble. Appreciate everybody sticking with us here until the end. Big shout out over to the 39 who are watching over on Odyssey. It's actually one of my favorite platforms. And of course, MakeTown.tv is rocking 40. And no new chats over there as well, but plenty of eye candy in the chat.
How many people we have on Twitter watching?
I am not on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
I leave those to you to monitor, Popster.
Roger that.
Roger that. All right. Oh, I think Dave finally finally gave up hope.
You got to pee. I got you.
Dave's back teeth floated away.
All right. Now, what's that? La Chantain, the letter you just wrote.
François Le Chantain.
Yeah, I can't. I'm bad with names. But I actually drove east and west on Route 66 twice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was creepy.
Yes, have I.
Creepy.
What, is there like some haunted shit on Route 66?
Yeah, bro. Because back in the day, like, people would drive there with those vehicles that were not quite as good, as safe as they are today.
Oh, yeah.
They died in droves. There's crosses all over the place. It is fucking creepy.
There's empty towns along the way, too. I wouldn't even call them ghost towns. They're just... There was a town there, and now there's some buildings there.
Yep.
I mean, that sounds to me like it'd be a phenomenal paranormal pop road trip at some point.
Yeah. That's actually
that'd be quite fantastic. And as far as all these ladies now who are doing the B4 thing, we all know where this movement is going to take you.
Most of them are already there.
I love that. They don't call it. Listen, they don't call it a movement for nothing. Most women today are fat. Sorry.
And the funny thing, if you remember the episode that we did in early 2019, the chick who tried to give up men for a month.
Oh, yeah. What a nightmare.
And then she admitted in the course of writing up her little expose that men hadn't been banging her already for months. That's what's going on here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And honestly, she did the man fast thing hoping that it would work reverse psychology style. You know how they always say, well, you always find what you're looking for when you stop looking for it.
Yep.
Ladies, it's not going to work for you.
Happy hour later.
You're not going to find a good man just because you became celibate after 487 cocks. It's not going to work.
I gotcha.
You still can't pair bond. You couldn't even bond with a pear.
Oh.
Yeah.
And if you ate more fruit, you wouldn't be fat. Just saying.
Yeah, they'd still be fat. Sorry.
All right. Shall we go into final words, good sir?
Yes. All right, everybody. First Sergeant Safety Briefing.
First Sergeant Safety Briefing.
I'm not even drunk. All right. Yeah. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and swim. Never works out. Wear a condom if you must fornicate. Take it with you. Flush it down the toilet. Watch it go all the way down because child support does last 18 to 21 years, and it sucks because I did it. All right. If you must engage in fisticuffs, run away first if you can, and do everything in your power not to go to the ground because that is where you get stomped out. Rack up, pack up, and stack up. There's safety in numbers, and please maintain your situational awareness because if somebody is going to attack you, your environment will have changed. And last but not least, I'm sick and tired of throwing you young men into the dirt because you're taking a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Stay in the fight, stay in the game, play the long game. You have no idea what tomorrow holds. And fuck you.
All right. To one of the other vets in the house. Final words, Dr. Strange Dwarf.
Dr. Strange Dwarf says, don't rest on your laurels now because you've got none. We won this election, but now is the time to be particularly vigilant and get involved locally. Please get involved locally. I'm in deep with my county. Trust me, it pays off. You need to be involved in your community. It's important, man. It is.
Yep.
Absolutely. Digital Dave?
Just past behavior is often a very good predictor of future behavior, and nowhere ever in the history of the left liberal woke, going probably back to like the free speech movement of the 80s and 90s on the college campuses, nowhere ever have they ever just peacefully gone away, transitioned. There's not one piece of historical evidence to suggest that they're going to do anything but fucking gaslight and then pour gas on us to light us.
Yep.
So
Damn right.
pay the fuck attention. And then when we pulverize them down, legally, of course, then we can find purpose again.
Yes.
There you go.
Totally agree.
And as always, don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population. Do not wind up in the hospital, cemetery, or jail. If you do wind up in jail, establish dominance quickly. And remember, in the meantime, to live life to the fullest, enjoy yourselves. But remember, when somebody tries to hurt your feelings and you're dead inside, it doesn't work.
Nope.
And with that being said, enjoy the cootie juices on your dishes, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah!
I can't do it!